Alright, hey, microphone's working. First try, yay. So I have never played this. I'm going into this completely blind. High quality, not quantity. Alright, let's see what we got for options first. Yeah, let's definitely do streamer safe mode. Thank you. We're gonna... Alright. Dad. Dad, wake up. Come on, Dad. This hasn't worked on me since I was 6. Sorry, Amanda. This is the end for me. Dad, I swear to God. Amanda, I bequeath to you all of my earthly possessions. Spread my ashes over my recliner. Okay, well, your corpse better get into the moving van because it's leaving soon.
Oh.
Finally open my eyes and sit up. I'm lying in the middle of the living room, spooning a moving box. I yawn and stretch. Moving box, not moving box. Morning, Manda Panda.
Ugh.
Yikes, Dad. Yikes, Dad breath. Go brush your teeth. When changing a tire, make sure to tighten the bolts to the starfish pattern.
Build that dad.
Oh! Well, okay. Yeah, let's go for me. Yeah, I'm bald right now. That's fine. You can make Goku. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. No. Ooh, that's not nearly as good looking as I thought it would be. Okay, do I just go for bald? Yeah, I guess it's just bald. I'm not a fan of any of these mouth options, really. No, I definitely... Piercings. I have none. I actually would like some, but what?
Name that dad.
Hmm. to put for a last name? That's a good question. I don't know what to put for last name. I'm so indecisive. Oh my god. Hey, you got no audio? Okay. Alrighty. Get your hair did. Let's see. Man, I don't even know what, like, you know what? Hold on. We're just gonna use the tried and true internet and get a random name. Random last name generator. There we go. I'm not even joking. This is the one that spat out first try.
Be that dad.
It's okay to cry if you're feeling sad. Did you fall asleep packing? I got most of it done, I think. Searching around the room, it looks like I did a pretty good job. Every box is sealed except for one. Wait, straggler. What's in it? Looking into the box, I see a bunch of old photos and little photo albums. Whoa, I haven't seen these in years. Nobody likes looking at photos. Stop that. Pull out one of the dusty albums from the top of the pile and we begin looking through it. That's the coolest baby I've ever seen. But whenever we tried to take them off, you'd start crying again. Spent the first 2 years of your life with sunglasses on. Nice. Halloween when you were maybe 4? Oh my god, that dragon costume. Couldn't decide between being a princess or a dragon, so you went with both. Princess Dragon. Why do I remember crying in that dragon costume? You saw yourself in the mirror and realized you were afraid of dragons. Seeing yourself inside the dragon's mouth was a realization of your greatest fear, I think. Right, yep, definitely repressed that memory. This was you in your horse phase.
Oh no.
Dad. I believe you named that plush horse Sir Horsington the Brave.
Oh.
Mean. I don't think it was his. And lunges for the photo, but I quickly snatched it away and hold it above her head with my superior dad arms. Nice try, but this is important blackmail for later down the road.
Nah.
Go ahead and try me. I've seen pictures of you in your ska band. I was never in a ska band, ever. I will deny that to my dying breath. Ouch, kid. The Communist Manifesto had a chance back in the day. I look off into the distance and reminisce about that rad horn section. Hey, it's Emma P.
Ugh.
No, Dad, that's Emma R. I didn't meet Emma P until high school. Honey, I promise you wholeheartedly that I will never stop mixing those two up. Dad, Emma R has been my best friend since I was 7. Give it, like, a little bit of effort. Alright, Emma P was the one who... let's see. Lighter fluid, tennis ball, tennis racket, right? Dad, that was you. Alright, I was a wild child. When I was 6... I was 6 when you did it. Okay, Amanda. I wasn't aiming for the police station. It just happened that there was a police station in the vicinity of where I wanted to hit a flaming tennis ball.
Aww.
Yeah, I remember you explaining that to the police. They didn't blame me either.
Huh.
Anyway, I gotta show this to Emma R later. She'll get a kick out of it. First photography award you ever won.
Huh.
Yeah, and it got us a $20 gift card to McFridays.
Alright.
And then you got food poisoning from cheesy toast autoblasts. I think you mean food poisoning You know, with a Z.
Dad.
Still can't drive past McFriday's without gagging. Still proud of you, though. And reaches deep down the box and pulls out one last photo. Neither of us say a word. We stare at the photo for a long moment. Finally decide to break the silence. Surrogacy or adoption? Surrogacy. I have a funny story. In a car accident right there in the hospital parking lot. It wasn't anything big, just a fender bender, but of course, I was freaking out, and the little old lady who crashed into us is freaking out, and I didn't know what to do. But your father, oh man. He holds my hand and looks me directly in the eyes, the calmest I've ever seen him. He says, "It's okay, it's all gonna be okay." He was right, you know. Stare at the picture for longer, maybe too long. Miss him. I can't even imagine what it must be like for Amanda. Pats me on the back. Come on, Pops, we gotta finish packing. The moving van won't wait forever. You're right. And I pile into the car. Take one last look at the old house. So many memories here. Hard to believe your father and I bought this place almost 20 years ago. Hey, remember when I shattered the front window playing catch? You always had very strong arms. Hey, remember when I shattered the other front window pretending to be a robot who breaks windows? You were a very imaginative child. Hey, remember when I broke the back window? We get it, Amanda. You break stuff. And there'll be plenty more stuff for me to break in the new place. Memories to make and stuff to break. I'll forever hold a place in my heart, but it stings a little bit to leave it behind. I'm ready. Moving van begins pulling away in the car, and I get the car in a position to follow it. I watch our house, our old house, disappear in the rearview mirror. So what? So sell me on our cool new pad. I cleared my throat to do my cheesy announcer voice. Nestled in a beautiful scenic downtown Maple Bay, our new house features. What? Honey, have you ever had dirty clothes? For most of my life, yes. Well, worry about that no longer, as our new place features machinations that will not only clean your clothes, but dry them to get directly thereafter. An upper-class luxury, I fear. The concept of clean clothes was no longer in the hands of the fat cats upstairs, sweetie. Anyway, it's also smaller than our last home. Cozier, one might argue. Good spin. I think it's great. Won't we be closer to a lot of cool stuff that we can walk to? So I don't have to waste gas? And I mean, trying to park downtown is, you know. Amanda, you know you're going to have to learn how to parallel park at some point, right? Not gonna happen, Pops. I'm just gonna keep doing the cheesy announcer voice until it tells me I stop doing it. I think someone needs to do a 3-point turn on their attitude. I don't know how to do that either. Have you met the neighbors yet? Not yet. Neighborhood seems pretty quiet. So you won't have to chase any rowdy teens off your lawn. You are the very teen you mock when you say that, honey. I'm in my last year of school. I'm practically dust. Yeah, you're a real... Don't you dare. Senior. It's not even a good joke, and I'm... Dad, I know where this is going. Citizen. Just going to ignore that. But I won't forget it. So what's item number 1 in the new house agenda? Well, first, we'll need to forge a path through the solid wall of boxes that's blocking the living room. I still have to install the washer and dryer. We need to go grocery shopping. Pops, cool your jets. You have to promise me that we're going to take a break and explore the neighborhood. Okay, you're right. We'll get some work done and then check the area out. Pull up to the new house and step outside. The lawn is freshly mown and the for sale sign is still in the front yard. Hiya! And with a swift kick from Amanda, the for sale sign is no more. Nice form, Sweet Pea. I got a problem with authority. I'm so proud. Man, all that karate chopping tuckered me out. I could really go for a sandwich. An ice cream sandwich. Sweetie, it's 10 a.m. I gotta get my hands on a nice hot cup of coffee of the old bean juice, or I'm gonna be useless all day. I think we passed a coffee shop on the way here. Maybe we could check that out. Let's do it. Medicine is not always the best medicine. Walk down the street to the Coffee Spoon, a cute little place on the corner. Man, this is such a convenient walking distance from our place. I mean, I guess. What's wrong? Why would I go somewhere else and drink coffee on a couch when I could just drink better coffee at home on my own couch and not have to make awkward eye contact with other people? At least when I'm home, some random guy isn't going to come up and sit on the recliner next to me, and I won't feel like a little weird about it because technically he's not sitting at my table, but he is very much within my personal zone. Dad! And what's the etiquette when you're having a dirty mug? Is there a bin? Do you go set it up on the counter because you don't know where else to put it? Or do you leave it there and you feel your face flush hot with shame as you consider the possibility that there is in fact a bin somewhere just out of sight and now you're that jerk who left their mug?
Ugh.
Dad, are you just afraid to meet new people? Yes, Amanda. Walk inside. Oh, hello. Inside the coffee shop is incredibly warm and inviting. Vinyl records line the walls and patrons lounge around on well-worn-in couches. Some cool tunes spin on a record player next to a little stage.
Hey.
Welcome to the Coffee Spoon, guys. How's it going? What's with the name? Oh, it's kind of dumb.
Hey.
It gets mentioned in a poem I like, and I thought it was a good idea at the time, and I suppose now it's still a good idea because, like, the business is still running. People ask me that question all the time, and I give them the same answer every time, and now I'm standing here rambling, and I'm sure we're all getting more and more uncomfortable the more I keep talking, but man, we're in it now, and I can't stop.
Hey.
So what'll it be?
Huh.
I scan the chalkboard menu and am immediately overwhelmed. I'll have a... I am not a tea person. I've never tried chai, so we're gonna just do coffee.
Hey.
Classic. I don't get it. Oh, it's a pun. Godspeed you. Black Emperor is a really amazing and influential progressive rock band known for their sweeping soundscapes and...
Oh.
I'm doing the thing again.
Oh.
That's fine. You can talk. For you? I'll have a macchiato Marco, please.
Oh.
Coming right up. Do you want the small, medium, or biggie smalls?
Huh.
Maybe. What's his deal? Let the man who make his puns. They're cooler bands than you listen to anyway. Wow, harsh. Hey, God was cool once. It was never. It really wasn't. Couch is actually pretty comfy. Maybe not comfier than our couch, but it's alright. Good lumbar support. You sink right into it. Okay, it's comfier than our couch. Amanda nudges me.
Huh.
This place is right next to our house, and that guy seems not only cool, but also just as uncomfortable with talking to other people as you are. You should totally become friends with him. I don't know. Come on, what do we say about meeting new people? Can't meet new people if I always stay inside, and also don't go outside, and also don't talk to people. Oh, shit. That's not wrong. See, we're making progress. Matt sets our drinks down at our table, and I immediately burn the roof of my mouth. Good one. Hi, we're new in the neighborhood. I'm Amanda, and this is my dad, Sin.
Oh.
Oh, right on. Pleased to meet you both.
Oh.
You gotta come by when my daughter's hanging out around the shop. You two might get along. Yeah, I'm sure we'll maybe come in from time to time. Amanda kicks my leg under the table. I'm sure we'll be in here a lot.
Yeah, sounds great.
You know what? Let me get your guys' opinion on something. That goes into the back and comes out with a fresh plate of something that smells amazing.
Oh.
Working on a new banana bread recipe and I need help coming up with a name for it. Well, I think we're gonna have to taste test it first so we can get the full flavor profile of, you know, and really appreciate the flavor sensations of. Amanda nods vigorously. She knows this game. Yeah, we need to give that nana bread a taste. If you want us doing free creative labor, I think it would be commensurate with I've taught her well. We have trained for this day. I was just gonna give you guys free banana bread anyway. Right, yes, that. Matt serves us each a piece. Amanda and I happily chow down. This is amazing. Thanks. The secret ingredient is bananas. So any ideas? I'm stumped. Well, I think I might only be able to give you dad band puns, but I'll give it a shot. These are horrible. Like Wright said, Fred, but now it's banana bread. I think the youngsters would like it despite not getting it. That actually has a nice ring to it. Really? Yeah, Wright said banana bread. Strong decisions, that's art, baby. I want to say baby because I thought it would sound cool, but once I said it, I realized that it just doesn't sound good coming out of my mouth, and maybe I should just leave saying baby to the professionals. Enjoy your coffee. Thanks, baby. See, it sounds good when you say it. Wow. Across the way, a man catches my eye. He sits by himself, brooding over his cup of coffee. Our eyes meet just for a moment, and clearly he's a coked-out loner. Holy shit, look at that guy. I hastily look away, hoping he didn't catch me staring. Who is that? Finish up our drinks and head out. Thanks for stopping in. Take care. Okay, now that we're full of caffeine, where to? Got a lot on my plate right now. Do you know that moving is one of the biggest sources of stress for adults? Is it right behind the constant fear that you smell bad and everyone's too polite to tell you? Probably. Do I smell bad? And it gives me a whiff. You're fine, Pops. Let's go home. Stand up for yourself. Don't let anyone disrespect you. That's important. I get to work unpacking various boxes around the living room. A couple hours pass and I get some good work done. Washer dryer unit is both washing and drying, and we can actually walk through the living room without tripping over boxes. First visitor already? Walk over to the door and open it. Hello? Handsome, oh please, no. Handsome clean clip man stands at my door brandishing a plate of cookies. Hello? Oh, where are my manners? My name is Joseph. I'm your next door neighbor. Oh yes, hi, I'm Sin. That's what my name is. I saw the moving van, thought I'd bring over some cookies. My daughter Christy wanted me to let you know she baked them herself. Joseph leans in and whispers, between you and me, she just sprinkled on in the chocolate chips. Both share a laugh. Kids, right? Wow, cookies, huh? So nice to meet you. Joseph hands her the plate of cookies with a smile. Well, thanks for the cookies. I mean, it's nice. The new neighbors brought edibles already, you know. Amanda disappears with the cookies. Amanda, come back. And she's gone. That's my daughter. Her name is Amanda. She's a charmer. Daughters are tough. Sons are also tough. Children in general are just tough. I hear that. I mean, there'd have to be something wrong with you to try to raise more than 2. I have 4 kids. What have you done? Oh, I meant, don't worry. You didn't mean to be rude. I don't know, this is the first neighbor I've met. My social life is already in a tailspin. Whatever, it's too late to move again. Yeah, okay. The Mrs. around? Mr. actually? And, no, not anymore. He died. Oh, sorry for your loss. No, it's alright. Wow, this is uncomfortable. We stand here quietly for a moment, acutely aware of how awkward we both made things. I'm sorry, can you close the door real quick? I look at Joseph quizzically, but comply. After a second, I hear a knock on the door opening. I see Joseph standing there with a huge smile. Hey, I'm your new neighbor, Joseph. I promise to not talk about your dead spouse at this time. This time, I'm throwing a barbecue for the cul-de-sac, and I'd love for you to come by and meet the rest of the neighbors in our community. What do you say, pal? That sounds great. My daughter Amanda and I would love to stop by. Also, 4 kids is a perfectly normal amount of children to have. We shake hands to seal the deal. Well, neighbor, I'll see you at 3 p.m. sharp on Saturday. Sure thing, neighbor. Joseph starts walking away, but stops to think for a second and turns around. Hey, in all seriousness, raising a kid on your own can't be easy. If you ever need to talk about stuff, I'm the youth minister at a church. No. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't really consider myself a youth.
Wink.
Did he just say wink? Dude, this guy is all sorts of weird. You look pretty young to me, but suit yourself. With that, Joseph's gone. He seemed nice. Amanda walks back into the living room, crumbs on her face, and cookie in hand. That was the smoothest recovery I've ever seen. I should be taking notes. See, you're already fitting in great. Where'd those cookies go? They're gone, I'm sorry. All of them. All of them. All the edibles are gone already. If it makes you feel any better, they weren't very good. They ate up all of them anyway.
Huh.
I guess that makes it break time. Any ideas? No. We're not going over to Joseph's. Let's hit that park down the road. I saw a ton of dogs there when we drove past. Okay, will you help me steal a dog? For the last time, I can't fit a dog in the pockets of my cargo shorts. It's physically impossible. It's never too early to invest in a personal IRA. Amanda and I begin to stroll through the neighborhood. I can't believe how beautiful it is outside. Kids are playing in the street, the flowers are in bloom, and the faint smell of a nearby barbecue drifts through the air. This is nice. Too nice. I don't trust it. Goodbye, honey. You never be too careful. See that baby in the stroller over there? Government operative. We're on to you, baby. We walk for a while and eventually end up at the small park. Toddlers chase each other through the playground, and dogs of all shapes and sizes romp through the grass. It's pretty crowded, but Amanda spots a nice empty bench. We start to make our way over to it when... Heads up! Ow! Frisbee suddenly hits me in the face. Oof. A corgi with a neat plaid handkerchief tied around its neck bounds up to me, wagging its tail. Hello. Arf, arf! He runs around in a circle and nudges my leg with his nose. Oh god, this is the cutest dog. Pet the dog. Oh, where do I pet the dog? Head rubs, clearly. You definitely could have caught that. Well, hello! You know, frisbees are traditionally caught with your hands, not your face. The new technique. Like disc golf, but the goal is my face. Looks like you're winning. Ah, I'm just messing with you. I'm Brian, by the way. I'm saying this is my daughter Amanda. Your dog's cool. Ah, old Maxwell sure loves the attention. Great to see another father and daughter out here on such a sunny day. Where's yours? Brian gestures over to a grassy knoll where a young girl sits on a checkered. Is everybody a dad in this game? Like an actual dad? Like not just a gay daddy? This is Daisy. She's reading the Brothers Karamazov. Her teacher tells me that she has reading comprehension skills of a high schooler. How old is she? 10. She's a precocious little youngster. My natural dad doesn't think I must brag about my child's accomplishments. Oh no, it's happening. Oh, what do we got going on here? Come on, Daisy, tell him about yourself. Daisy, Brian, that's my girl. Then, Amanda, get in there. And okay. Amanda here just recently won a local photography award. Wow, congratulations. Daisy actually just won a statewide poetry contest. You lose 15 hit points. I can't exit out apparently once I select that. Okay, Fumbling through your phone's browser, you managed to pull up her photo of Amanda winning her 10th grade spelling bee. Wow, congratulations, Amanda. Daisy is getting prepped for her annual spelling bee right now. Hopefully this will be her 3rd win in a row. Oh god, you lose 5 hit points. God damn it. She just started a weekly chess club at her elementary school computer lab. She's the president too, of course. Amanda, dang, my high school doesn't even have a chess club or a computer lab. You lose 10 hit points. God damn it. Can't switch daughters, Amanda. That's your only daughter. God damn it. Oh, shit. Alright, last week I prompted Amanda helped an old woman with her grocery bags. It's extra powerful. Brian loses 20 hit points. Daisy sold enough candy bars this year to get a top prize, a canoe. We're taking it out next weekend. How's that even possible? Amanda could barely get one of those sticky hand things. It's extra powerful. You lose 20 hit points. Fuck. God damn it. Amanda's in all honors classes this semester. Brian loses 10 hit points. Oh, really? I'm actually talking to Daisy's teachers about having her skip a grade. Even Amanda kind of bristles at that one. You lose 20 hit points. Fuck. You pull a wrinkled copy of Amanda's last grade card out of your back pocket. Dad! Awesome grades. Brian loses 25 hit points. Brian, you're really carrying that around everywhere? Ouch, maybe it is kind of weird. You lose 5 hit points. Did I mention Daisy said her first word at 10 months? Daddy? Amanda's was potty. Still cute, but maybe this isn't the time to bring it up. You lose 10 hit points. Fuck, I'm dead. Really got us beat. Boy, it's been such a treat getting to meet you two. Fuck. To add insult to injury by being such a gracious winner? God damn it. That's amazing. That is such a great fucking minigame. Well done. I take it you guys are new to the neighborhood. What a coincidence. It's where we live too. Small world. Yeah, Daisy and I are in that little ranch style house on the corner. What a lovely place. Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. Really nice meeting you guys. You'll have to stop by at some point. I get the feeling that he was trying to one-up us. Trying and succeeding. I can't believe that kid's only 10. What was I even doing at her age? I believe you had a bit of a thing for horses. Yeah, that didn't pan out. Could have majored in comparative horse study. Not too late to minor in horse creative writing. Too close to the truth, Dad.
Aww.
Let us never speak again of the fantastic adventures of Sir Horsington the Brave, the epic in 7 parts by Amanda Beard. We laugh off the horse epic and walk around the park a bit more, enjoying the day. Go take a nap. Well, the sunlight has made me really tired. I don't think I got enough sleep last night. Slept for 14 hours. Exactly. I mean, they're not wrong. How do I save? Okay. Option. Okay. As we're walking home, I hear heavy footsteps come up behind us. Sin, bro! Fuck, they all have kids? Like, why is this a thing? I turn around and am greeted by a familiar face jogging up to us. Greg? Bro. Bro.
Oh.
Holy. Wow, I haven't seen Craig in forever. Greg's looking good, not gonna lie. It's been too long, dude. Yeah, wow, you look great. Hey, Pazak, are you kidding me? He's ripped. Amanda, this is my friend Craig. We went to college together. We were roommates for a while, too. Amanda, dude, you probably don't even remember me putting... You're so big now. Hello, and hello, cute baby. Oh, thank you. Last time I saw you, I think you were about her size. This is River. Say hi, River. He picks up her tiny wrist and waves it around. River gurgles happily. Are you babysitting? Nah, dude, River's my kid. And it has been a long time. It feels like one minute we're rolling up to exams, bad hangovers, and the next we're both fathers. Where you been, man? Working out in California and just relocated the business back to Maple Bay. No kidding. Amanda and I just moved to this side of town. How's Smashley doing?
Hi.
I mean Ashley. Ashley is her name. Actually still goes by Smashley, and we got divorced last year. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
That's old news. We take turns taking care of River and twins. And the twins? It's all copacetic. Twins? You have 3 kids? Eight life something, bro, right? Cake Craig is a father of 3.
Hmm?
Cake Craig?
Oh.
Oh, haha, yeah, it was my old college nickname. You got it because he did a lot of cake stands.
Nice.
Well, that's exactly why you'd get that kind of nickname. The thing where you do a handstand on the keg and then drink from the keg. Pretty straightforward. Right. He's very good at it. Ah, bro, I hate to be that guy, but I'm in the middle of a daily jog and I really gotta keep up my heart rate. Brought River along for, you know, resistance training. Jog daily? I jog yearly. January 1st, when I promised myself that I'm gonna jog daily for the rest of the year, but give up after 30 minutes and just walk home.
Oh.
That's pretty accurate, yeah. Well, it's never too late to get back into it, dude. You should join me sometime. Haha, I don't know.
Hey.
Come on, it'd be fun. We could grab breakfast afterwards, catch up, do a bro brunch like the old days, like the good old days. Alright, sure, sounds great. Craig gives a little wave, puts his earbuds back in, and jogs off. Can't believe Craig is ripped and has kids. I'm reeling. Why's that? The Craig I knew is not fit to be responsible for any living thing, including, and especially himself. One time I watched him drink an entire jar of marinara sauce for dinner. Amanda, he opened up a new jar of marinara sauce and then he drank it like it was a thing that normal people do. It was unholy, and then I asked him what the hell he was doing. He said, and I quote, "It's basically a smoothie, bro." I mean, he's not wrong. But still, that's pretty fucking gross. I mean, technically, he's not wrong. He jogs. He was jogging. He's like a totally different person. Anyway, we better get home. I'll have plenty of time to reflect on how old I feel later. Amanda and I flop down onto the couch. Amanda has to shove some empty boxes out of the way before she can... Too bad we're going to be putting my stuff right back into these boxes in a few months. No, don't say that. Aw, Dad, it's going to be okay. I'll be fine. I know. It's just... You're my little girl. It's going to be weird not having you around. I'll come visit, and I'll text you every day, and I'll take lots of pictures. I mean, obviously, I'm a photography major. Promise? Of course. Are you going to be okay by your lonesome? Oh, come on, I'll be fine. I'll get a dog or something. A dog!
Yes.
Forget art school. I'll stay here for the dog. Is that what it's going to take? Medium-sized dog. Handkerchief around the neck. I get to name it. That's what it'll cost for me to give up on my dreams. I'm a woman with simple wants and needs. Well, a dog is a lot cheaper than college. Amanda laughed. Suddenly, a pile of envelopes slides through the mail slot. Speaking of college, Amanda darts over to the envelopes and shuffles through them. It's really surprising that they got mail service there already. Pulls out one and throws the rest on the floor. This is from McGowan College of Art and Design. Open it. But I'm scared. It's just an envelope. And yeah, it's just like my entire future. Not a big deal. Flutter her open with her teeth. What does it say? The admissions committee has reviewed your application. Blah 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 blah. We regret to inform you that we are unable to offer you admission to McGowan College of Art and Design. Amanda throws the letter on the coffee table. Oh, sweetie. Okay, I kind of saw it coming. I knew I shouldn't have put in that experimental stuff in my portfolio. Their admissions officer told me they just want to see portraits or whatever. I pull Amanda in for a big hug. You're an amazing photographer. I know how much work you put into your portfolio. Some other school is going to want to snatch you up for sure. Yeah, I know. It's fine. Are you actually fine, or are you just saying that? I'm fine, really. Her face is the opposite, but I probably shouldn't push her on this. Oh, before I forget, Emma R and Emma P are sleeping over tonight. So, you need me out of the way because I'm painfully uncool? I would choose more delicate phrasing, but yes. Well, I'll have you know that I conveniently already have plans for tonight, so you'll have the new place to yourself. Yeah? What are your plans? Quick, think of plans. What? Boss man's been writing us trolls too hard. Time to rise up for our rights. Dad, you're not even gonna invite me to the riot. I'm sorry, sweetie. It's an honest day's work and an honest day's riot. Just kidding. I'm actually going to... I'm wiped. Have fun with the Emmas. Try to keep it down. I know you're not going to, but I appreciate you saying that. Don't forget that you have a meeting with my English teacher tomorrow. Alright, Mr. Vega. Yep, totally remembered. I'll be there. Awesome. Hey, Pops. Practice makes permanent. I wake up to a text from an unknown number. Rise and shine, early bird. Still want to work out? This is Craig, by the way. Holy crap, it's 6 a.m.? Who does 6 a.m. anymore without realizing I drift back to sleep? Yep, that's about right. Whoops, must have winked back out. I checked my phone again. Hey, bud, still want to get your swole on? I'm ready to tear up the track. Hit me up. God, the last thing I want to do right now is work out. But it is Craig. I do want to catch up. Back to sleep. Show a quick text to Craig to apologize for bailing and immediately fall back asleep. Oh, man. How long was I out? What time is it? I look over at the clock. 3:55 p.m. Oh, shit. Jump out of bed, throw on there's clothes, and around the door. Don't trust anyone who likes their meat well done. Yeah, that's fair. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and feeling pretty haggard, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and I'm relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing in his locker and approach him for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? The youth turns around, looks me up and down with heavy lined eyes. Sigh. Come on, kid, I'm late for a meeting. Mr. Who? Mr. Vega. I know, have you tried the exit? Okay, wise guy, are you gonna help me or not? Sigh. Fine, up those stairs to the left, you can't miss him. Hello, sir.
Oh.
Wow. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool.
Oh.
You must be sin. The period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back?
Ah.
Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small students' desks in the back. I might get stuck in this. Alright, where were we? Now, who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye? Yes, Colin? Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. The whole class erupts in laughter. Alright, everybody. Very funny, Colin. Please sit down.
Oh.
Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of period rings, all of the students immediately get up and make a break for the door.
Sweet Manchego.
What did he say? Sweet Manchego? Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbook. Nobody's listening.
Ah.
Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me in size. Middle schoolers, right? You teach high schoolers? Both, you know. Budget cuts. Right.
Oh.
Thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega. I'll be Hugo. As I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. What's going on? Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments, and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I'd normally chalk it up to the senioritis, but... Strange, I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hadn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong. Just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? Just moved. Well, we just moved recently. But it was only to the other side of town, and Amanda was more excited about it than I was. See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance. Keeps heading down this road.
I don't know.
I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to miss out on art scholarship money that she clearly does. I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo.
Hey.
Anytime. On my way out, I stop, thinking for a moment. I turn to Hugo. Hey, Hugo?
Oh.
Yes? They ever catch that right? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Ah.
Yes! I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force for positivity in my life, especially after we lost her father. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. I pull up to the carpool, and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually gossiped about our celebrity crushes. You talked about Mario Batali the whole time? Ugh. That's a very productive meeting. Pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. That sound good to you? Yeah, sure. Why the mall? Jeez, can't a dad take his daughter to the mall? You buy me things? I'll buy you a thing. Singular. Sounds like a deal to me. Drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents, and that's okay because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay, but also sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective because, you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to share. Love you. Have you been reading my tweet? You have a Twitter? What? Mind. Look, sweetie, Mr. Vega said you haven't been participating in class, that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class.
Oh.
It's fine. He's fine. Pull up to a stoplight and I Amanda. She's still texting. I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything.
Dad.
Uh-huh. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I heard Emma R. is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same art school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. It's so funny. I don't think you get it. Okay. Who you texting? Noah. Who's Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yep. Do you like Noah? What? Oh. Dad. Ugh. Can't believe you would.
Oh.
Dad. I mean, jeez. Why would you? Ugh. Gross. Sorry, just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Okay. Jeez. Going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. Leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation is over. To the mall, then. We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple different floors. Kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner. Oh yeah. Language, Missy. Heck yeah. Better. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar? Bread with cheese on it? Or do you just want me to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honor of sharing some nachos? Takes my hand with a grin. Man, listen, I don't share nachos with nobody. I'm gonna have nachos. Them nachos is all mine. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. Order a giant pile of chips and a naturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at the rickety table and dig in. These are bad. These are very bad. But also strangely delicious?
Huh?
We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we are all out of nachos. So, things been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me? 1 second here. Sorry about this. Sure, which meme? All memes. Amanda sighs deeply and places her head in her hand. And it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people. It gets less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all us youths will have done the joke to death.
Ugh.
And what's worse than that is that movies and TV video games will try to jump in on the meme train, but just based on how long it takes to make them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out. So it just dates it and it isn't funny. Oh shit, what up?
Ugh.
Okay, whoever wrote this did a good job. It's cute.
Eh?
Where to now? Or that goth store?
Mm.
No. No. I don't know what store you're talking about. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets. It's basically no. No. Oh, that one. No. Fuck no. Listen, if you like goth styles, that's fine. I don't personally want that store. Yeah, stops me. Clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate this historic moment that would forever shape history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda Ann Beard had too much blueberry raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to Dread, Goth, and beyond. Wow. To buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over a display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you. Amanda's move, she began clapping, slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turned their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head. Oh hey, chain wallets. Chain wallets are okay. I absolutely like chain wallets. But then, so, I don't like them so much for the style as I like them for their utility. There's only one number one dad. Then why are there so many mugs here that say that? The whole time I thought I was the only one. If I'm not number one, where do I place in the global dad ranking charts? We have work to do. Look, this is very important to me. No, listen, Slytherin, I don't need to talk to you.
Oh my.
When I bought this online, the website said the blouse was Victorian inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage. No. You want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? They're a manager present. People have to know what they're buying. I am the manager. I see. Well, it would seem that I have outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post. No. Man whirls around, storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they are Victorian-inspired or Edwardian in nature. Oh boy, here it comes.
Oh no.
Hey, Dadtron 5000. Yes, I'll buy it for you. Ah, that was easy. Thanks. At least it's the only one this time. What was that guy's deal? Cashier rolls her eyes so hard, I'm worried she'll pull something. That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag, and it's clear the conversation is over. Make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Amanda and I sit on the couch, trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream. Oh, cool. Long haul paranormal ice road ghost truckers. Oh my god, that sounds like something. Oh hell yes, they have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. An episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Calvin Flint, Dogbone, twin brother truck driving, and ghost hunting duo find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no, the ghost. Yeah, I don't care.
Hmm. Huh.
I literally don't care about what was happening on that TV show. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You have never let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. Have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be. So you excited for the cookout today? Oh fuck, I forgot about that. A bad attitude. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? Probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Yes. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. And you know how much Daddy likes cookouts. Yes. Hey, Tetra. How's your night going? Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. Social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late.
Whoa!
What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time, right? Because, I mean, like, you don't want to show up until they're actually started cooking, right? Although, to be fair, I did show up early to my last cookout that I was going to. Meh? Sorry to hear that. You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out to the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. I guess we're not as early as we thought. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler and adults chat in small clusters. This is like... I don't know. Like, this is not something I would ever experience here. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Huh. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome. So glad you two are here. And he brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins.
What?
And of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where's Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. These are the overly straight, have four kids couple next door. Oh yeah, and he's also a youth pastor. Okay, forget my lovely wife, Mary. Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to... Just takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Sin, and his daughter, Amanda. I shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. So what's up with this game? This is Dream Daddy. It is a, it's a visual novel with some really cute, mini games that you play. So basically, you are a gay dad, and your partner passed away, and you moved, and so now you're getting to meet everybody in the new neighborhood. And it seems like every guy that you meet is also a dad, hence the name. Your daughter is about to go off to college, but she did not get accepted to the college that she wants, and she's having some trouble in school, and you need to figure out why. The first mini game that we encountered was dads bragging about their daughters, and it went like old school Game Boy Pokemon, which was really cute. But I guess the goal is to find the daddy of your dreams. I love her. Nice to meet you, Mary. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Haha, my wife has a wonderful sense of humor, but please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Here, let me introduce you around. This is Robert. He lives just across the way. Oh, this dude we saw in the coffee shop, who I'm pretty sure is coked out. A haggard man nursing a glass of whiskey eyes me up and down. Hey. Hey, I'm Sin. It's nice to meet you. Takes a long swig of his drink. Charmed. Sin and his daughter just moved in next door. Cool. If you ever need recommendations on where to get a drink in this town, Rob's your man. Told you not to call me Rob.
Oh, Cracker Barrels.
Right, got it. Robert ambles away without saying goodbye. He's not really a people person. Wow, I think I've actually met everybody else. Great, I bet you're excited to get to know everyone better. Hope you both enjoy yourselves. Amanda and I mill around and try some food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. I don't want to have to make friends. Come on, Dad, who are you going to party with when I go off to school? I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad. They're going to talk about weather. Go do it. Make a friend. How can I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. Plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and I am surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that... He is hot daddy. Holy shit. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? What a cool guy. What a cool guy and mysterious. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? This guy, how am I supposed to want to love Severus Snape? I don't get it. Like, isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit at Dead Gotham Beyond? Is that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. Wait a second, all of these people live in our cul-de-sac? This can't be right. I'd better investigate. Let's see. Guy's name was Robert was the guy that drank, right? Like, talk to Joseph and Damien. We're gonna try. Without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips the spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. Like the movie Cocktail, except burger flipping. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side, one after another. The dads take notice, and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. Probably didn't know this, Sin, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. Okay, that's Brian. I gotta remember who these people are.
Nice.
Try to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. That's the one. Okay. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. God damn it. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake. Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop. All the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison. Alright guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Yeah, nice, isn't it? Feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing.
Oh.
Hey, why don't you add us all on Dadbook? Dadbook?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it. If you ever need to reach out to anyone, there's the simplest way to do it.
Ah.
Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Anne and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? I mean, I got a burger in me. Sweetie, if I can impart any sort of wisdom upon you right now, and not that this was a bad situation, but if you're ever in an uncomfortable situation, always look for the silver lining. The silver linings get you through to the other side. We ate rockin' burgers today, and it was good. Amen. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dadbook. Maybe I will if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad.
Ah.
Amanda and I arrive at home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends. Oh. Is that okay? Of course. Just keep me posted and be home before midnight. You got it. Be careful.
Yeah.
I will. Make good choices. Of course. Call me if you need anything.
Huh.
Dad, you're not going to do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room. All the lights off, are you? What? No. I've never done that, and I never will do that. Okay. Do you have any plans tonight? My plans were kind of to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna... work on some stuff. You know, dad stuff. Relax tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that, although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil, like just making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Probably. And Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind. And also one episode... How did it go with Subnautica? I did finish it. I finished it last night. Yeah, it was easily so below zero. The first Subnautica was an 8 out of 10 game. Had a lot of bugs, but it was really good. Subnautica Below Zero was a 9 out of 10. Like, they really they improved upon the original in every capacity. Storytelling was tighter. Exploration was tighter. They doled out objectives. Aw, thanks. It's like trying to see what that was. Yeah, it was just really good. I started the stream yesterday without a clear idea of where I was gonna go. Like, I knew I had a couple things to do, but I didn't realize how close I was to the end of the game, and then all of a sudden it just kind of came together, and it was like, oh, well, we're at the end. Congrats. So, yeah. I like this game. It's cute. I don't know if I'll play another stream of this, though. Like, visual novels, I guess, aren't really my thing, and that's okay, but I was kind of expecting a little more voice acting and a little less reading, I guess. Oh well. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and there's also one episode of Someone Could Eat Hell. I'm sure what that was about. It's just a lot of yelling. Hey kiddo, you good? Water to the kitchen is away for is almost always in her hands, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon because I definitely taught her to be better than to text and drive. Reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. A little late for this, but I will say the writing in this is really cute. Like, this is by, so Game Grumps made this game, apparently. And they're really humorous to watch. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what exactly I was expecting. But I think the lack of voice acting is probably just doing this one in for me. But the writing is super cute. And hey, it's a romance game where you can date other dads. And you can make your character look like you know, a dad. And I tried to make him look as much like I usually look as possible, but yeah. I reach into the freezer and grab my ice cream sandwich. A little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. Plus, I mean, clearly this dude is a lot like me in having weird relationship with food. Episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell. Yep. Who is Emma P? Guess I just sent her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. Can't help but think of all the awful things. Finally she's back home, and I'm glad she's okay. What's up? What do you think? God, you're safe. Yep. Why didn't you answer my texts? Oh, whoops. Guess I didn't see those. Amanda Ann. Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now. Oh, she's 18. I thought she was 17. Not gonna be like this when I go to school, are you? Definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brewed some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. He eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey! Thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was gonna do it and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well... Make a joke. Team Beard? Team Beard. Yeah, I got the impression she was like 16 or 17 when I started the game, but she's 18. Holy crap. What's Dad Book? Social media platform. Wait, what? What's a social media platform? Team Beard. Yep. Well, the last name is Beard. So they made you pick a first name and a last name at the start of the game. And I put Sin for the first name, but I was like, what the fuck am I going to do for the last name? And then I used a random name generator, and it literally, the first one it came up with was Beard. So, yep, Team Beard.
Dad.
Amanda spends the next couple minutes setting up my profile on Dad Book, which, as it turns out, is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood. Alright, Pops, we gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. Hey, Mariana, welcome. On a Friday night, you are most likely to... Oh, Jesus Christ. You had one thing to take with you to a desert island. What would it be? God. A boat, obviously. What are your turn-ons? Did you get your hair done, Mariana? Does it look good? Long dad arms. Tennis shoes with long white socks. Well manicured lawn, street smarts, top tier girlmanship, comfortable with crying. Ah, strong dad arms. Who you want to be when you grow up? Pro skater who is also an astronaut. President of space. What's your favorite movie genre? John Connery's entire filmography. Anything on Laserdisc, romantic comedies, whatever will make me cry. Old comedies that haven't aged well. Ah, those are terrible choices, all of them. What's your ideal date? Arson. Shit. Okay, well. Arson it is. What do you never leave home without? Sensible cardigan, my sick vape, my book of word jumbles and a pen, a cool knife, my crippling low self-esteem. Wow. I frequently forget my phone, keys, and wallet at home sometimes. Let's see. I definitely do actually carry around a knife with me at all times. You monster. I spend a lot of time thinking about conspiracy theories, how proud I am of my child, potential ends of the world, if I'll ever be able to love myself as much as I love my grill, when I can get my next cup of coffee, lawnmower modifications. Yeah, that's profile complete. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, it was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here just looking at people's profiles. Yeah, she died a little bit on the inside too. Oh wait, it was more on the outside, I guess. I hope she's okay. Like, it wasn't a hard kick, right? Like, it wasn't like, oh, I was swinging my foot like max velocity and just cracked her. Like, it was, tell me it was just a tap. I'm sorry. My nephew once was in his office chair and he accidentally rolled back and didn't realize the cat had kind of like curled itself up in the wheels, and so he ended up rolling over the cat's tail. Like, it happens. Sometimes pets get in the way. Message one of them. Or more than one of them. All of these dads seem pretty interesting. Okay. Promise I'll make some friends afterwards. Samantha gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Dad Manda. Hi, Sin. It's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day. Dad Manda. I'm delighted to see you signed up for Dad Book. They've recently added this exciting new messenger service. Okay. She gave me kisses, so I think she forgives me. Yeah, dogs are easy forgiven. Alright, let's see here. Dad of 3. Jesus. Okay. Business entrepreneur and fitness enthusiast, juggling work. I know he recently got recently divorced his wife. On Friday night, you're most likely to get one last good cardio session in? No. Well, depends on what you're doing. Cardio. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, a box of energy bars. Gross. What are your turn-ons? A sub 6... Oh, fuck off. What do you want to be when you grow up? Beer pong world champion. What's your favorite movie genre? Buddy cop movies forever. What's your ideal date? Scaling a huge dangerous mountain for fun. No, fuck that. Would you never leave home without an extra tube of energy gel? I spend a lot of my time thinking about it. My mile time used to be so good. What happened? Have I peaked? Fuck off. I'm really thinking Matt's quite the handsome fellow myself. Avid music enthusiast, passionate coffee drinker. You can find me most days selling bean juice over at the Coffee Spoon or hanging out at the park with my amazing daughter. Hit me up about 80s no-wave music. On Friday night, you are most likely to perfect my cold brewing setup, one drip at a time. You had one thing to take with you. Does fine tunes to pass days by? That's not bad. What are your turn-ons? Multi-instrumentalism. What did you want to be when you grew up? A barista, weirdly enough. What's your favorite movie genre? Shit with subtitles. What's your ideal date? We go into the animal shelter and seriously consider adopting a cat. He is like amazing. Holy crap. What do you never leave home without? My headphones, both in ears and over ears, just in case. Indeed. Spent a lot of time thinking about where did writing commas into song titles come from and where did it go? Did we all just agree that it's a bad idea? Brian. Hey, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking up new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, then we'll get along. I do not enjoy fishing, but he is humorous. By the way, Mariana, the Pokemon battle where your daughters were your Pokemon and you were totally bragging about them to each other was amazing. On a Friday night, you are most likely to see just how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket. You had one thing. No. What are your turn-ons? A keen understanding of steak cuts. What'd you want to be when you grew up? A fireman. Oh, yeah. What's your favorite romantic movie genre? Romantic comedies. What's your ideal date? Deck building. What do you never leave home without? My portable fishing pole. Yeah, so like you're at a park and you're talking to Brian here, and all of a sudden he's all like, my daughter's hot shit, and like starts like bragging about her. So all of a sudden the screen turned into an old Game Boy Pokemon game, and like he's got his daughter standing there like a Pokemon, and you throw out the Pokeball and your daughter pops out, and then your options are brag, item, like, yeah, it was absolutely perfect. Yeah, this is my very first time playing it. It's really cute. Everything about this game is cute. I just wish it had more voice acting. That's my only complaint so far. I spent a lot of time thinking about how my daughter is smarter than I am. Yeah. Robert, this dude, man, I'm pretty sure he's just like, he's probably up to like 20 lines of coke a day. Like, when the internet gains sentience and decides to destroy us all, you know it'll use this information against us, right? On a Friday night, you are most likely to make a deal in an alleyway. Holy shit. Holy shit, I called it. Have it go badly. Who's the cop? Was it Giacomo? I trusted Giacomo. You had one thing to take with you, a gun. What are your turn-ons? Don't talk to me. What did you want to be when you grew up, Grifter? What's your favorite movie genre? Italian neorealism. What's your ideal date? Grave robbing. What's the thing you never leave home without? At least 4 knives. I spent a lot of time thinking about... You ever really look into a rabbit animal's eye? Oh my god, please go away. And then we've got Severus Snape here. How do you do? I have finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest Victorian fashion, I am inevitably of our own demise, or the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. I listen to true crime podcasts while I taxidermy my newest specimens. Holy shit, he's a serial killer. Okay. Coffin. What are your turn-ons? Pronouncing bosom correctly. What did you want to be? A bat? Holy shit. Favorite? No. Hugo. Middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know and I'm sorry. Brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. Oh, he's a gamer. Oh, God. Excellent. You had one thing to take with you on a desert island would be A Remembrance of Things Past by Marcel Proust. How do you pronounce Bosom? Bosom. Oh, no. I don't know how you would pronounce bosom incorrectly. What are your turn-ons? Muscles. Yes, sir. What did you want to be when you grew up? Movie star. What's your favorite movie genre? Still wrong. Bosom is still wrong? Really? Am I mispronouncing it? I have to find out. Hold on. We're gonna find this out quick. That was bosom, is it not? Yeah, it's bosom. You doubt my power? Okay. Documentaries on art history. What's your ideal date? Each of us read a different book on opposite sides of the couch in a comfortable silence. Ooh, that's... I mean, I get it. I'm an introvert, but... that just seems... like... I don't want other people to be in my space when I'm reading a book. Anyway, my glasses, actually I forget them at home a lot. I'm aware that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. You know, that might be a fair point. It took me a long while to get over my love of physical books and jump on the e-reader crowd, but now that I have a Kindle, I'm absolutely in love with my Kindle because I can literally fit my entire library on it. I don't give a shit about Christian McChristiansen. I love books. I don't mind reading physical books. I had a very small apartment in Phoenix when I lived there, and so I did not have as much space for books. So when I moved to Phoenix, I had to downsize my collection of books, and I feel like that's ultimately what got me to make the jump to Kindle. I kind of had a Nook first and over the years, and then yeah, now I've got a Kindle and I absolutely love it. Navigate to Matt's dad book page and type out a message. Hey man, great getting to see you at the BBQ. We should definitely hang soon. You free later? A minute or two later, I hear a ding and see Matt's response. Hey dude, I'd be so down for that. I'm actually catching a show tonight at the Soundgarden. You wanna come out? What's a Soundgarden? Concert venue, but also a band that a lot of people listened to back when it, yeah, okay, that's very accurate. My hairdressers were playing Christian music while I was there and I was so uncomfortable. Like, yeah, like, they just, Iowa is officially God's country again. We just, the Iowa Supreme Court just declared that abortions are not protected by the state constitution. So we're heading the route of religious theocracy, everybody. Up is playing tonight. Cool indie pop punk band, rock band out of Canada. It should be a fun one. It's run by a lesbian refugee from Texas who has rainbows everywhere and plays entertainment music. I want to live in a place where there are many gay people. Oh my god, I am so tired of... log off dad book and think for a second. When was the last time I went to a concert? I mentally backtracked decades through memories of denim jean jackets and moral panic. Yeah. Oh god, I had a mullet back then. Oh god, it was cool. Oh god, other people thought it was cool. I finally remember the strange 80s prog rock I used to listen to and mentally envision all of the airbrushed vans in the parking lot. Man, how did anyone survive the 80s? Okay, so I haven't been to a concert in a long time. What do you even do at concerts now? You probably smoke a lot of weed, I'd imagine. I spend most of the day pacing around the house and thinking about my relationship with coolness. I mean, I always thought I was cool, at least to have relative to a bunch of other dads my age. My hairdressers weren't the type, because they're typical Aussie, foul-mouthed, whiskey-drinking ladies. Ooh, I was a little let down. Yeah. Dad, where are you going? I look over at the men's seat. Thor just getting home from school. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she's been crying. Hey, what's wrong, Panda?
I'm fine.
See, like, there's little bits of voice acting, right? Come to NYC. We have some of the strongest gun laws in the U.S., except today's SCOTUS rulings. We had some of the strongest gun laws in the U.S. Yeah. I had the fortunate experience to spend work when I was like 25. Work sent me to San Francisco for a week, and it was just gay mecca. Like, it was so much fun. Beautiful, beautiful city. Got sad because I realized that society collectively refuses to take pop music seriously, despite the fact that some of the most interesting musical innovations are coming out of that genre. I think it's just yet another thing that we write off because we can't take young women or their interests seriously. Yeah, like the right wingers in our country have collectively decided that the loss of children is acceptable so long as it doesn't infringe upon their right to purchase anything that might fire a bullet. Sure, that's all you're upset about. There's, anything going on. I just want you to know that I'm here for you, and I'll always be here for you. Whether you need a shoulder to cry on or a strong dad to go kick someone's butt, only a phone call away. Thanks, Popsicle. I appreciate that. Who calls her dad Popsicle? Anyway, what's up?
Huh?
Amanda, how do I be cool?
Hmm?
Okay. No, seriously. Matt invited me to a concert, and I don't think I've been to one since you were born. Yeah, you have. You took me to one once when I was 12, remember? Suddenly overwhelmed by the memory of a sea of screaming preteens. Oh god. I tried so hard to forget. Or I had to camp out with you in line so that you could get a good spot, and then you cried and screamed the whole time. Dad, it was so much more than that, and I'm not even ashamed to say it. Oh, you're not ashamed? You seem pretty ashamed when I found all those drawings you made of those dancing boys kissing in your trapper keeper. Yeah, well, you didn't even find the good stuff. Wow. New Zealand is pretty awesome from what I understand. It's my understanding that Australia's got some pretty tight censorship laws though too. So I don't know. I know there are some games that have been banned there. Anyway, you should be all set for the concert if you remember that. Bring a big glittery sign and cry a lot and you'll fit right in. Well, it's a smaller place, and I think Matt mentioned that they're a punk band. Like DIY gutter punk, trash. Oh my god, what are these? Stop. stop, please. What's Jeremy Punk? I made that one up to see if you give it. Oh god. They're not positive hardcore, are they? He said that they're Canadian punk. Oh yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah, if Canadian punk seem contradictory to you? I don't see friendship and politeness as core tenets of the punk scene. Well, punk is kind of a big genre that might not be as dangerous as you think it is. It became so much more than just counterculture rebellion. What I'm trying to say is, just enjoy the music. Actually, hold on one second here. Let me save real quick. I'm gonna oh. I remember there's a an option to do the mini games, and I want to see if it has unlocked the Pokemon mini game. Nope, guess not. Minimize eating fried foods, candy, and sweets. I like how it's got the little dad tips. That's comforting. If a strange dude in a set your goals hoodie offers to buy you merch, don't accept it, and definitely don't go on 3 awful dates with him afterward where he takes you to a nice restaurant and then forgets his wallet literally 3 times in a row. What? Never mind, just having a blast. Just have a blast tonight, Dad. I show up with the coffee spoon at 8 in what I hope is concert appropriate attire. See Matt out front, locking the door to the shop. I haven't been to real concerts. Pet rocks were cool. I have no idea what I'm in for. Should or make you take her to one of those boy band concerts where everyone holds signs and scream cries? Yeah.
Hey.
I got 2 lined up next month. I still can't get the glitter out of my car from the last one. Hey, my husband's name is that. Oh, really? Well, that's... Does he look like this? Because, Mariana, if so, maybe I will. I would never do that. I would never go after him. Get to 2 lined up next month. I still can't get the glitter out of my car from the last one. Stay strong.
Hey.
But dude, I get to take you on to your first concert in a long time. This is gonna be awesome. Nothing like it. Fair enough. Just hang with me, Sin, and you'll be good. This scene is super supportive. It'll be a blast. Looks more like Brian. Fair enough.
Hey.
What is scene? Matt lets a tiny laugh.
Hey.
Sorry. Just weird because scene can describe a music scene as it pertains to a community of people who like the same genre, but can also describe a genre of music no one wants to admit they were into. Matt looks off into the middle distance. Says nothing, but I can tell he's thinking. Whoever wrote this, they have gotten these like amazing little whips in there everywhere, and they're fantastic.
Hey.
The important thing tonight is that you enjoy yourself. Come on, let's head to the show. After waiting in a short line to get in, we finally find ourselves in a small venue with a stage at one end and a bar at the other. Most people here are closer to Amanda's age than mine. I suddenly feel very out of place. My waning youth is showing. I am suddenly aware of my mortality. When were the good years of my life? Will Amanda still love me as we both grow older? Wait, is C-Punk actually a genre? Matt, you made it.
What?
A younger kid runs up and high-fives Matt. The kid runs off, and Matt turns to me, shuddering. I get nervous when people surprise high-five me. Me too.
Oh.
I'm like a small animal. Loud noises and large groups of people frighten me. Oh, Matt. You also enjoy curling up in a patch of sunlight to take a nap?
Hey.
That's my favorite thing to do. A couple other people notice that Matt's in a crowd and yell, hey, as well.
Oh.
Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. It might be both. We actually have no AC at the moment. It only got up to like 84 today, thankfully, but our AC died last night and we can't get it that until Monday. So down here in the basement where I stream from, it's very nice right now. It's like normally it's too cold because my mom keeps the AC on like all the fucking time. But right now, because things are balanced out, it's absolutely just right down. Yeah, it's annoying. Like, we're gonna have to, like, they were like, well, we can send somebody out to look at it right away, but they were gonna charge double, and it's like, no. Well, it's not emergency right now. It's not like 110 here. We can survive. He seems really in his element here. It's not that it's completely out. Like, we could turn it on, but it's making this noise like it might some component might be off balance in it, and they were like, don't run it because there's a chance that if you keep running it, it could damage it further. So afraid of all these people. Oh, let's go grab a beer. You know what? That sounds like an excellent idea. I will be right back. I'm gonna go grab a beer. You all can stare at Matt, his handsomeness, and I'll be right back. Cheers, everybody. Alright, Matt and I line up at the bar in the back, where a couple of the older concert goers hang out. A couple more people notice Matt and tip their drinks to him. Seems like you're a popular guy out here. Yeah, I go to a lot of shows. This is a really cool spot. It's times like these where I realize I can only be charming and funny for about 5 minutes before I run out of stuff to talk about. Then I become keenly aware of where my hands are. And that there's no comfortable place in your mouth for your tongue to... Wait, what? And that there's no comfortable place in your mouth for your tongue to rest. God damn it, where do I put my tongue?
Yeah, sounds great.
I've known you for more than 5 minutes, and I still think you're charming and funny. Just you wait. I mean, where is a comfortable place in your mouth to rest your tongue, huh? Grab our drinks. This scene seems really friendly. I don't know why people wouldn't want to admit that they listen to it. Let's check out the birch.
Hey.
Who is... What the fuck? Yep. Matt and I walk over to a small booth in a corner of the room where a crusty-looking teenager guards a selection of shirts and records. He singles me out across the room and hops up on his chair. Step on up, get your merch here. Step on up, get your merch here. I've got t-shirts, I've got tank tops, I've got all the gifts and accoutrements. Accoutrement, a discerning concert goer of considerable taste might want. You! Gesture to myself, my face flushing red. Yes, you. You look like a fellow who knows their music. How's about a fine 12-inch? Okay. Long playing vinyl. Oh, the made distributed by Pup Cat as premier punk rock outfit. Tally ho, good sir. Well, see here, fine shopkeep. Your enthusiastic salesmanship has aroused my interest and suspicion in equal parts. How can I, a consumer of the finer goods in life, trust your wares to be of true of spirit? A fine question from a discerning patron. Okay, Pablo, you can give it a rest. Dean hops off his chair and takes a seat. Your friend looked lost, so I figured I'd give him the old razzle-dazzle. How the hell are you, Matt? Day by day, my man. They do that thing where they high-five, but also turn it into a hug. Your mom doing better? What is this writing? It's good. You're still single. If you want to be my dad, I could make that connect. Someday I will get around to playing I Love You, Colonel Sanders. It's a dating sim where you date Colonel Sanders from KFC. It's by KFC, and I really want to play it someday just to see what it's like. They released it for free on Steam. Yeah, I can make that connect. I have to deal with you every single day? Fair enough. Who's your bud?
Hey.
That's Sin, though I thought I'd bring him out to a concert, pal. Is it cool? That eyes me. I am back. Cracks a smile.
Hey.
Yeah. Pablo brings me in for a bro hug. My dude! I'm not sure what to say, but give the courtesy 2 pats on the back as is customary in our society for people you don't know super well but still want to be friendly to.
Hey,
Pablo's a total card. Kid plays the hell out of bass. Yeah, man. We're restarting our Witch House band.
Hey.
You know I'm out of the game. But it's a shame. You know, Vacant Veil would have slayed. I'll slay it once you start actually making music instead of just printing a bunch of band shirts. Ooh, shots fired. Got the sickest logo. While Matt and Pablo talk, I check out the merch. These shirts are really nice. Looks like the opener's coming on. Let's get a good spot up close.
Oh.
Matt and I walk over to the stage where the crowd begins to form. The band walks on stage and pick up a variety of strange instruments. Is that a harpsichord? The lead singer addresses the crowd. You know what? Listen, I listen to hurdy-gurdy music, so I really shouldn't talk shit about this music. He has a mandolin slung behind his back. We're Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. My name's Daniel. Let's start the show. Oh no, these guys. What? What in the fuck is even happening right now? If y'all want to ever listen to some actual, like, really good hurdy-gurdy music, look up Patty Gurdy on YouTube. He's really good. And hurdy-gurdies are really cool stringed instruments.
Hey,
Just break his bow in half? I don't get this. It's going on forever. There's no breaks in the songs, and I think one of the band's members' jobs is specifically just to burn poetry on stage. I turn to Matt and try to start a conversation. So, you got a lot of concerts out there, huh? Go to... What? So, you go to... Yeah. It's like I'm listening to a really awful orgy. Eventually, the set ends, but only after the drummer sprains his ankle during a saxophone solo. What the fuck?
Oh.
Man, that was something. I promise Papa's much better. I just have a lot of questions that I know I'll never get the answer to. Sprains his ankle every show. They were being real about that.
Hey.
Grab another beer. I feel like I'm obligated to take a sip every time they talk about beer. Matt and I work our way out of the crowd and back to the bar. More and more people file into the concert space as it gets closer to the main act. It's getting kind of crowded in here. We grab our beers and I try to follow Matt back to our spot, but there are so many people that I'm having a hard time keeping up. As I work my way through the throngs of excited concert goers, I realize I've lost Matt entirely. I stop and look around, seeing nothing but a sea of hip 20-somethings. I'm lost. How am I ever going to find Matt here? Where's the exit? Are there even exits? What if I'm trapped in this building forever? Am I going to see my daughter ever again? What if that terrible band gets back on stage? What if... Suddenly a hand reaches out to grab me.
Hey.
It's Matt. Almost lost you, buddy. Ooh, I got really nervous there for a second. You and me both, dude. He takes my hand and leads me back toward the stage. I can feel myself blushing a little. Finally settle back into our spot and wait for the band to start. Busy place, huh?
Hey.
Yeah, Pup really brings out a crowd. So you go to concerts a lot?
Hey, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's one of my absolute favorite things in the world. I think it's one thing to listen to music and connect with it, but when you're in a room full of people connecting with the music just the same way you are, that's magic. Suddenly I have the urge to pee. Curse this tiny dad bladder. I've never heard it put that way. That's really beautiful. Also, I have to pee.
Hey.
Hurry up, man. They're about to go on. I squeezed my way out of the crowd towards the restroom. I really should have gone before I left the house, but Amanda was watching beauty videos in the bathroom. She had an eyeliner wing going halfway across her face, which was actually a pretty good look. So proud of her. I make my way to the restroom finally, but it's one of those single-person restrooms with a line forming outside. As soon as I finish my business, the band starts. Crap. People that were initially milling around the venue all crowd up against the stage as Pup plays her first song. How am I ever going to find Matt now? Always try to make others around you happy. That's a good dad tip. Oh, what? I'm sure Matt will be up there too. I gotta get to there without being trampled by all these rowdy youths.
This is
Wow, okay.
the game where you should have been hearing a licensed tune. We worked really hard to lock it down for you. We even got permission to whitelist the song for YouTube and Twitch. But their systems are seriously broken. What a bitch.
This song, holy shit.
So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP. DVP.
That's amazing.
That's right, the band's called Pup and their song called DVP. The song is great and the video is tight. Yes, take it from me. It's like footage of NES and SNES games with the lyrics added into them. It's really cool, but it's kind of hard to explain right now, but you'll get it, I promise. You should really go check it out.
Oh, that's cute.
So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pup and their song DVP.
Let's see here.
But really, Content ID demands a serious convo. But is this the time or place to talk about it? Oh no. This is a dating sim about getting with dads, no less.
I'm gonna post the link here in
God,
chat.
How did we get here? What are we doing? What a mess. What a mess. So we added the song that
I'm
you're
bumped into
listening
from
to
behind, and I
right
find
now.
myself in the middle of a bunch of
Don't
youths
you
running around in
think
circles.
it's better than
How do I get out of the pit?
risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pop and their song DVP. DVP.
So he's in a mosh pit. This is it. This is how I die, trampled under the boots of counterculture. I like how there are eggplant emojis in that. This song is amazing. I turned on streamer safe mode and I'm so glad.
So we added the song that you're listening to right now. Don't you think it's better than risking content ID? To you streamers and let's players, I have one decree. Please check out the band called Pop and their song DVP.
Hey.
We're going back to a more comfortable spot in the crowd and enjoy the rest of the show from a safe distance. Put on an amazing set and basically had to beg themselves off stage after their encore. With the concert over, the crowd starts making their way to the
Yeah,
exit.
sounds great.
Hey man, thanks for waiting. I got you a present. Hands me the t-shirt I was looking at earlier. Oh, thanks man.
Oh.
I saw you eyeballing it back at the merch booth.
Oh.
And I mean, anyone who tears it up that hard on their first time back to a concert deserves a reward. The youths will finally accept me. I will continually wear it until it's tattered and a little smelly so that I can truly embody punk fashion. Hey Matt.
Hey.
Hey, it's Pup. Wow.
Hey.
Thanks. I'll see you around. Special guest appearance, Pup.
Hey. Oh.
Matt and I walk to a tiny little diner with a cute neon sign. We tear into some bacon and eggs in a corner booth.
Hey.
So there I am in the pit, trying to explain to the face tattoo guy that I didn't mean to elbow him in the face tattoo, but he's already seeing red. Actually, it has been my experience in mosh pits, in the times that I have been in mosh pits, that the people there are genuinely really cool. Like, I got knocked down once, and immediately there were people that grabbed me and helped me up. So, yeah, anyway. I haven't been to a concert in years, though. Not from the tattoo, which coincidentally was red. He's lumbering toward me, and there's nowhere to go.
Hey.
The end for me, right? Then out of nowhere, I get this idea. I just lean back and spread my arms, and like that, I'm crowd surfing away from him in slow motion. Just seen the look on his face.
Oh.
Bought him a beer afterward, and we were cool. We still follow each other on social media. He has beautiful kids. Glad you guys worked it out.
Hey.
Yeah, man, just goes to show you that Punk's not dead, just drives a minivan and has to hire a babysitter. How'd you get to see all these amazing concerts?
Hey.
Oh, I used to tour in a band. We were small, but we got to travel all around the states. Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we were poor and had to scrape a lot together just to survive, but I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything.
Hey.
But yeah, that's how I knew a bunch of those people at the show. Music like this builds an amazing community, especially in a town like this. Just a lot of positive energy and good vibes. I got that feeling. Plenty of friendly people, especially that Pablo kid.
Hey. Yeah.
Oh man, everybody loves Pablo. His mom's been raising him on her own, and you can tell that it's been tough on both of them. I know he looks up to me, so I try to help him out whenever I can. That's really nice of you.
Hey.
Thanks. Us single parents just really have to look out for each other. How's Carmencita? Says she wants to learn the drums. Oh boy.
Hey.
It'll be loud and I'll need to take a lot of aspirin, but I'll manage. Can't really blame her. I'm suddenly very grateful that all of my daughter's hobbies are super quiet. Photography, collaging, whatever it is that she does on the internet. Thanks, Amanda. I'm trying to be supportive of Carmencita's rebellious phase, but I guess that kind of defeats the purpose of it, doesn't it? I think it would be a good daddy-daughter activity to find something to rebel against together.
Hey.
Like what? Why do we gotta get up early in the day after Thanksgiving and line up to buy things? Why can't we, like, share things? Comrade, you're speaking of dangerous things here. Daddy-daughter Pokemon games, indeed.
Hey,
That's rough sometimes. It's a lonely feeling. I understand that all too well. I mean, at least we have the rest of the dads to talk to.
hey.
Yeah. I don't know. I get really nervous sometimes talking to people. Matt gets nervous talking to people, but he's so cool. Me too. I've never really considered myself an extrovert, and never really considered myself an introvert. I'm just uncomfortable in every situation, always.
Hey.
Ah, you're fine. You're actually really easy to talk to. You know that? I smile. Matt and I spend the rest of the night trading daughter stories. Turns out our kids are a lot alike. We finish up our late night dinners and head out. That was a blast, man. Loved it, although I'm probably going to feel it in my knees in the morning. Ah, you and me both. Oh, he spent some time on his knees, huh? I don't usually like going to these things alone. It was really cool to have you here with me. But,
Hey.
alright, I'm calling it quits for the night. Stay cool, man. Call me cool. Matt, call me cool!
Huh?
Hey, Pops, how was the show? Matt thinks I'm cool. Don't say. Panda Panda. Matt thinks I'm cool. Blind leading the blind, huh? Oh, shit. That was like a murder? A murder just happened. Which one of us just tore it up in a pit at a punk show, and which one of us just spent 4 hours probably watching tiny house hunting Amish triplets extreme edition? First of all, how dare you? That show is a classic. Second of all, you moshed in the pit? Who even are you? I am your extremely cool dad. Alright, I'm hitting the hay, Pops. I'll see you in the pit. Night, kiddo. By quality, not quantity. Date complete. What the fuck is this screen?
Yeah, man, that was some great stuff out there.
What the fuck is this screen? Okay. Stand up for yourself. Don't let anyone disrespect you. That's just good advice, period. I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles. I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. By the way, today's Wordle beat me. I am unhappy. Nice mail person slides a couple letters in a large yellow envelope through the slot. Hey, my coupons. Yeah? What? I have something for you. Kinda busy right now. Can you come back later? Oh, she's masturbating. Born Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Father, please. That's probably bad for your teeth.
Oh.
Can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't.
Yes.
I got in! Cool. That's amazing. So proud of you. Pulls away and looks at her letter again. Oh my god, I really can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview. And your photography is incredible.
Oh no.
Wait, Dad.
Oh.
I know this one's really expensive and it's so far away. I think for a moment, HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Wherever? Oh, this is gonna be bad. And I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. Oh, that's not so bad. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a Rito with a view. Nobody calls it a Rito. Dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID. And Amanda, slow down, you're gonna choke on your burrito. Like, just That's what choking on a burrito looks like, everybody. That gives you an amazing idea. Do share the amazing idea. I know that I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own Zelda-themed That would work. Yeah. That would really work. But I wish she wouldn't do in-between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online and they match you with someone with a similar major and interests. I bet we're gonna be best friends. Craig and I were a good roommate. Craig and I were a roommate. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend, and yet they grew apart. Don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. He spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled. So you know I had that talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No. I don't want to put a damper on the good news, but I need you to knock it out park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. Now you can do it. Okay. Promise I'll try harder. Pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's gonna be some treacherous ice roads to cross. Don't even get me started on the paranormal. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now, and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are. Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry, too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Salty burrito.
Nah.
Love you, kiddo. Love you, too, Pops. Versus
Welcome. You've got dads.
Hey, Sam, it's me, your dear old friend from way back in the... Yeah. Hello, Amanda's dad. Yeah, Craig is good looking, but holy shit, man. This whole, like, I am fitness bro bullshit in his profile is just like... Alright. I mean, look, Craig's out. I'm sorry. I'm just not interested. Damien, I'm not interested. Joseph, I'm not interested. Because I'm pretty sure Joseph's straight. I mean, he's got a wife and 4 kids, and I don't even want to. He's a youth pastor. I don't even want to deal with any of that. Robert's just a hot mess. So, like, you've got Matt, you've got Brian, you've got Hugo. Might as well go on another date with Matt. Eat plenty of carbs the night before a big game. Yeah, messenger guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish today anyway. Amanda! Master should have room. Father! Want to go to the coffee spoon? Oh, so you get called cool once, and now you're the cool dad who hangs out at the coffee shops and listens to neo jazz and stuff. Amanda, you gonna bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work? Fuck my life. I feel so judged. Holy shit. I have both written in a leather journal and taken my laptop to a coffee shop. And yes, I used proper fountain pens when I journal in my leather journal. So judged right now. Let me buy you a coffee drop. Let me grab my laptop and my leather-bound journal. And I make a short walk over to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today, just a few people hanging out and reading books in the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar pierced face. Hey, you were the dude I yelled at a bunch the other night.
Dad.
And he casts a sideways glance at me. Tried to sell me shirts. Who might you be, miss?
Aww.
This is my daughter, Amanda, the person I am father to and am very protective of. An honor to make your acquaintance. My name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay. A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that will dissuade my need to impress you. My innate dad senses tingle. I am overwhelmed with a fairly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child. Reappropriate lines from Taken. That's cute. Hey, Witch House is actually a nuanced form of music that many people enjoy, and I think our dear Pablo here should be proud of be making, or technically making, since he's only done the logo so far. Also, I've never listened to Witch House before. Then, Matt comes out from washing dishes in the back room to meet Amanda and I. He and I high-five, as fellow cool people do. I see you've met my newest employee. At your service, although I'm only here until Vacant Veil starts their world tour. When's that? Well, we have to put out a record first.
Hey.
Alright, Pablo. Now, what do we do with customers again? Right, yes. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folks of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. Yes! Sorry. Smashing Pumpkins is one of my favorite bands. I have an early bedtime that I just can't miss. Oh, the sound of settling is Death Cab for Cutie Song was the band that was went off of. When I said something said it sounded like you were settling, how about stop talking now? Coming right up.
Hey.
He'll get the hang of it. For as goofy of a dude as he is, kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again. Hell yes. I'm actually gonna be done training Pablo in a couple hours, and I was gonna go record shopping. Want to come along?
Hey.
Absolutely. Pablo brings us our drinks, and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with other people, but for some reason, he and I can talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda, and we start walking to the record store.
Hey.
Have you ever been here before? No, I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive.
Hey.
Oh, this should be fun then. We're gonna find you some good stuff. Walls of the record store. Man, I used to go to this. So there's this area of Omaha called the Old Market. Yes. Yes. Dream Daddy. I tried to make him as close to what I normally look like as was possible in the game. I do have to say that I found it really hilarious that you can make Goku in the Dream Daddy editor. I was shocked. Like, they've got the hairstyle and everything for Goku from Dragon Ball Z. How you doing, Miyachi? Walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point? There's a lot of people who try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more true to the artist's intent. But really, I think it's just nice to collect records. It's cool that in this day and age, we have just about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones. But there's something about holding an album and getting to the artwork in your hand, getting to see the artwork. Sorry, I have something right. The arm that my webcam is on is like right in the way. I'll always love. Didn't think saw the recent Ghostbusters movie. Actually seemed decent from the first 3 minutes. I have seen it, and I really liked it. I felt like it was a worthy successor to the original 2 movies. So I try to get as many of the records that I love in physical form as possible. Remember when we were kids, and I used to remember going to record stores and things in high school, getting tapes and CDs and things like that. Man, it's such a lost, I don't want to say art, but like there's definitely something missing with the digital storefront experience that you just hard to explain. Our favorite songs.
Hey!
And mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time somebody gave me a real mixtape was in high school. I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres: future wave, jungle, anarcho-punk, nunsploitation. I have no idea where to even start. Man, this is a little overwhelming. I just want to point out that right behind the text box there is a picture of 2 dudes kissing, and I am all for it. What are the other names that we have up there? Steady Bow, Sad Swears, Fake Beard Arms Race. That's amazing. Yacht Club Miracle, and it's like a bulging bicep with a yacht tattoo. If you're a milkshake, what flavor would you be? Ooh.
Hey.
You can only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life. What would it be? Oh, no, definitely not that one. I think it would actually be camouflage.
Hey.
What's your favorite ambient sound? Rain, bowling alley, Star Trek bridge ambience. Yes, don't even have to read the rest of the list. That one. What's your dream vacation spot? My backyard, inside an active volcano, living off the fat of the land in Ibiza, starting a new life in the Baltics. What's your deepest, darkest fear? I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. That's fucking, like, Jesus Christ. I fear that I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. What if nobody exists but me and I fabricated this universe? Saying you too when the waiter tells you to enjoy your food. Yeah, that's some existentialist shit right there. Bad things for a moment.
Wait, what?
This is Evil Friends by Portugal, the man. Danger Mouse came on this album to produce it, and I think it was the perfect blend of what PTM does and what Danger Mouse does. Super fun, super catchy. Whoa, dude, thanks for the recommendation. You're gonna have a great time with it, I promise. But I mean, like, when do I get to the scene where I properly thank him for his recommendation? Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with the one earbud in. Usual stuff today, Matt? Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. Swear I'm good at this by Diet Sig. Forever by Mystery Skulls. Oh my god! I know that band! I love Mystery Skulls! Holy shit. Sorry. Hold on a second. Now I have to nerd out for just a second. I have streamer safe mode on so that they so that the songs are not quite are replaced by really witty meta songs that talk about content ID on YouTube and things like that. But yeah, they mentioned the actual name of the song that they're replacing, and so I posted it earlier. I'm gonna post a link from Mystery Skulls. Oh shit, that link. No, don't do that. There you go. There you go. Tight.
Hey, yeah.
Yes, I am.
Hey.
That's my nerd buddy, Sin. Sin, the beacon of human charm is Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic night still on?
Hey.
You know it. Are the third waves gonna do special acoustic performance? I might see if I can get a few of the other girls together. An open mic night going on? Yeah, dude. We do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer for it right here. You and Amanda should come by that night. I mean, if you're not doing anything.
Hey.
Will Vacant Veil be playing?
Hey.
If only. Finish paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record shop like that since vans had shag carpeting. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think of all those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. Wholeheartedly agree with that. A song is important to me, not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. That is absolutely true. Like, I often listen to songs to remember, like, what I was doing when I heard. Like, it invokes a feeling more than just the enjoyment of the song. Music that reminds me of exes, struggling through school, being so poor that I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. All that stuff. And listening to those songs reminds me of those moments of my life. Yeah, now that I think of it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was. And then that even reminds me of a younger me, going to see my favorite band in concert with all my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do I even get pot now? Is it even what the kids call it these days? I don't know.
Oh.
But I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records? Yes.
Hey. Yeah. Yeah, sounds great.
I'm always gonna hook up. She says to meet in an alley near the coffee shop. Oh, please tell me this isn't gonna be Robert. You realize that weed has been legalized, right? I definitely knew that. We live in dangerous times. Who knows what lurks in the seedy underbelly of Maple Bay? We could find ourselves on the wrong end of a deal gone bad. Just look out for Amanda. I swear. Oh, here's our guy. It's totally gonna be Robert. Oh, it's not Robert. It's the kid from high school.
Wait.
Who sent you? We're cool, man. We're cool. So cool. For all I know, you could be with the feds. Actually, we just prove you're cool. What? I need to know that you're down or I bolt. What the fuck are these options? I am absolutely not showing him that I am wearing fire. This guy fucked with me last time I talked to him. That's not gonna happen. Oh yeah, you know I'm cool. Every day I'm ripping that stinky grass, you know, Stalin's handiwork, the dandelions of the damned, 520. Shit. Please stop, please stop. Look, it's fine, I get it. Buzzcut Molly said you were coming. What do you want? One what?
Hey, Hey.
Look here, take this and give me $10. Just don't tell my dad. Let's all... Nobody likes a poser sin. Listen. I am not stripping to a kid that's in high school, okay? That's just not gonna happen.
Oh. Hey.
Get off of public property before we smoke this. Great idea. Let's head back to my place, yeah? Carmencita's having a sleepover tonight, so that gives us all the time we need.
Hey.
Drugs. Awesome. Let's do drugs. Matt pulls out one of the records on his bag, out of his bag and puts it on for us. I plop down on a comfy leather couch and look around his place. There are a bunch of band posters in his record collection. Takes up an entire wall. Oh, you've missed out. Well, we're on our second date here with Matt. The first one was a concert. Now we're about to listen to some records and get stoned at his place. Whoa, what a collection.
Hey,
Been collecting my whole life. It was nice to finally get them all in one place after being on the road for so much of my life. Listen, I was not going to strip for a school kid, okay? I'd ask my parents to hold on to them for me. Matt sits down next to me and we lay the marijuana drugs out on the coffee table. Jesus. Do you want to do the honors? Please, it's your house. You say so.
Oh.
Matt pulls out some rolling papers and sprinkles some of the beatnik tobacco onto a piece. Starts rolling it back and forth. The paper almost breaks, immediately spilling drugs all over the couch.
Hey.
Everyone's good at this. I suck at rolling joints. Like, I tries again, and is able to successfully roll a nice looking weed cigarette. He hands me a lighter and a blunt, I think, and I take it. Well, it's... What the fuck? I don't know if that's what people call it. I like the joint and inhale deeply. This is not what I remembered. It's been a while, though. Maybe pot drugs have just gotten more potent since the last time I smoked. I passed the joint to Matt and cough a little bit. Sting this much, or am I just a baby? Matt takes a hit and his eyes go wide. That's not weed. Oh god.
Hey.
We've developed a taste for meth? No, it's Matt takes another hit and winces. Yeah, this is oregano. Stiff the air. Yeah, that would definitely explain why it smells like pizza place in here. Fucking A.
Hey.
Oh, Punk ripped us off. Oh well, we can still relax and enjoy the music sober. You know what? You're right. We sit and listen through the Diet Sig album that Matt bought, which is catchy as hell. You know what's funny? Because I appreciate that basically, like, okay, they're in a situation where, yeah, they were going to get high and listen to music, right? And it might have led to fooling around. But now there's, like, no questions about, like, consent situations. Look around the room and see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures with you. Who's that?
Oh, man.
Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age. I can understand how hard that must have been. Spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive lettering reads, "Stillness is dancing," like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. You two were in a band together?
Man.
Yeah. That's the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to kids, just incredible. Wow, that seems like a life some people only dream of.
Hey.
It was, and it was difficult at the same time. Couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rosa and I knew that we couldn't do it forever. Long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff. Once she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down roots in our favorite town, playing right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. I'm so sorry.
Oh, man.
Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told people the same thing after Alex died. Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I notice a dusty piano. Play? I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Oh yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band that Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer.
Hey, yeah.
No way, you had a ska phase? Don't. Phase? Ska never dies. Except for Ska Venus Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers.
Oh!
Dude, that's so rad. That pulls out the piano bench. Here's that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got it.
Hey.
Please don't. Don't. Please don't. Please don't. Oh god. Alright. Hey, I think I'm doing it. I'm playing ska. Wait. That was just smoke on the water. Matt, I've forgotten how to play. I shouldn't. Oh, come on.
Oh, man.
No, it's been a long time. Matt, you just sat through a butchered version of Deep Purple's Smoke on the Water. How much worse can it be? Matt stares at the piano for a second. Okay. Oh, we got more eggplants. That's a good sign, right? Okay. I didn't know he hadn't played piano in a long time. I never would have guessed it. Matt plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotion. I've never heard this before. It's one of his original works. It's so cool.
Hey, dude.
Matt finishes the song and finally opens his eyes. How was that? That was amazing. Oh, it's nothing. Come on, that was killer. Are you gonna pull that out for the open mic night? Oh no, I never play at those. Well, why not? You're really good. It's just, I don't do it anymore. I just don't like being up there and alone and having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel fun anymore. I can sense that Matt's getting uncomfortable with the thought of it. I won't push him any further. Alright, man. But I hope you know how beautiful your music is.
I mean,
Thanks.
I don't know
Matt and I sit and listen to more records until it gets late, and I decide that I need to go to get to bed. Matt walks me to my door. Never tell anybody about the oregano, okay? Deal. Wait, can I tell my doctor? I don't know anything about the health effects of smoking oregano, and
Hey,
I think we'll be just fine.
hey.
Night, dude. I smile. Night. I walk inside, and the house is dark, save for the sliver of light coming from beneath Amanda's door.
Ah.
I knock lightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around in her chair to face me and slumps down. What smells like the pizza parlor in here? What? Nothing. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry.
Ah.
Wait, no. Hi, hungry. No, I'm Dad. God damn it. God damn it. Promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo, you set it up. I spiked it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please.
Eh?
Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. They're not that often. They happen pretty regularly, but yeah. It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way. Was it good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight, and it was amazing. Played piano for you? Dude. Yeah, I brought it up that he should play at the open mic night that's happening in his coffee shop, but he got kind of weird about it.
Ah.
Saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off the chord progression. Ann and I have a nice dinner before she goes back to her room to do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life, I'm a House Hunter. They're staging an intervention for the house hunter, who is crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. They know they can paint the walls of their house in any other color that they want, right? That song is stuck in my head all night. Gun safety, proud parent, cool, grunge, nug,
Yeah, man,
record
there's some good
collecting.
stuff out there.
Well, it's been a long day. Just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get closer. Is she crying? I gently knock on the door. Hey, Amanda. Crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strange. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed. Knees hugged up against her body. Everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Something happened? No, nothing happened. Go away. Something must have happened. Amanda, get out. Okay. I leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's always so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? No, it's not about you, dude. She's clearly in love with somebody else, and it went bad. Can't remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. Drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She looks at me. Won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Your ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls up the toaster lever and takes her still freezer burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things get back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda I hang on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get back up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. She started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages, and I wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream, and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse, but I have an idea. Start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen, like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? You come in here for a sec? Moment of silence. Yeah? I wanted to say I'm sorry about last night. Just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just, whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy.
Oh.
Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now. Dad. Sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and I had to start over. And this is beautiful. It's strawberry. And he gives me a big old hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? The whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately. There's just... Yeah, it is. I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. You want me to take notes? I guess just start from the top. So, you know how Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. Best friend, you got it. Wow, proud of you. Anyway, they're quizzing me now. God damn it. Anyways, ever since you got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's. On the same night, they all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah and hydrate. Okay. I can go get another beer, or I can just drink water. Okay. It's a lot of talking. I really thought that this would be more voice acted when I started it. I figured she had a crush on Noah, by the way. And that's the thing. What? Whoa? I had no idea. Yes, you did. You asked about it. I know, because I pushed the button to make you ask about it. I definitely don't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst.
Oh.
Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing, because I didn't want to start drama. So I just keep quiet and keep going about my business. Then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for like more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall anyway, I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there. I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does, and Emma R is just like glares at me. Grace, nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the... Yeah, but that's not the important. Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Grace is the one nobody really likes, or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck, which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left without nachos, which I might add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to MR asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and sorry, I know this is a lot. You still following? Yeah. Okay, get a load of this. MR says, you know what, let me just read it to you. And pulls out her phone and reads word for word an arduously long string of text messages. You believe that? I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I am trying my hardest to be supportive.
Oh.
They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay, and then she left me on read, and then... Wait, left me on read? What's that? Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply, and I know because they're a read receipt. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just gonna nod and pretend like I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. Then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everyone else, but MR's been there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. And stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. As mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected, I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sort of tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Wow. I know it's pretty dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, you're feeling mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Yeah, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long time ago. Seriously. I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. All of those are true. I feel like this would have been an amazing, like, it would have been really cool if, like, to play this, if, like, every option could have been, like, a Twitch poll for the chat, you know what I mean? Like, it would have been really interesting to see what the... let's see here. High school does suck, but that's not really important. Real friends don't do that. That's... it's high school shit. Not all friendships last forever, I think, is more important. Message here. People are going to come in and out of your life. It's just how it works. Not every friendship is going to last forever, so cherish your friends while you have them. And when it's over, don't dwell so much on the bad stuff. You had some good times with MR, but you guys grew apart. Learn from it and keep moving forward. There are so many new friends to make, and they're going to be so much cooler than MR and the rest. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours. So you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. Keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? We did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. And it gets up to go to her room, but before she closes the door, she turns around. Pops? Oh? Thank you. You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
See, there's basic lines where they... And it's really cute. I wish they had done the whole game. Always use a coat of wax after a wash.
You've got dads.
I mean, I might as well just... What are your feelings about poker? Poker? I like poker. Might as well keep going for Matt, right? Like, that's kind of what I've been focusing on. You know what to say about third dates. They get pretty serious. Save and continue. Damien, though... Listen, Damien is... No, Damien is Severus Snape, and I can't. Matt and I have spent a lot of time together lately. After we went record shopping the first time, it sort of became a weekly tradition for us to scope out Vinyl Fantasy VII. Oh my god, yes! For new releases. On quieter days, I'll go to the Coffee Spoon just to hang out with him. You know what? Hey, listen, if you want to get this game, you can have right at Damien. He's all yours, sir. He's been trying to get me to branch out from my usual black coffee to try new drinks, and they're always delicious. Since I've been spending so much time with Matt, Carmencita and Amanda have become really close friends. Amanda's taken Carmencita under her wing, teaching her about photography, helping her with her homework, and introducing her to music that's not just boy bands. Well, she ended up taking her to one of those scream, cry, dancing boy concerts, so Matt and I wouldn't have to go. Truly heroic move. I can tell that Carmencita really looks up to her a lot. So it's great that Amanda's trying to be a good mentor. The open mic night is tonight. Amanda and I busy ourselves getting ready. I try to pick out a nicer outfit than usual and pace around the room. A bunch of really cool bands are going to be playing, and I'm excited to see them. I haven't been to a show since the first time Matt and I hung out. It's weird. Ever since Matt played piano for me that one time, I've never been able to convince him to do it again. He's told me that he also plays guitar, drums, and even trumpet. He still won't play any of them. For someone so passionate about music, it's strange that he doesn't want to actually play it. Ready to go, Pops? I can hear Amanda in the hallway as she approaches my room. Yep. Amanda pops her head in and looks me over. She pinches the bridge of her nose.
Aww.
Dad, we talked about this. What?
Huh.
The sandals. They're older than I am. Vintage, some would argue.
Oh no.
Thought you threw them out. Amanda, since when did I enroll in the Fashion Police Academy? I got kicked out because I was a loose cannon who didn't play by the rules. For example, you're not allowed to mix florals, but you can totally can if you have a good eye for color. You're out of your jurisdiction, rookie. Amanda guards the door until I pick out a better outfit. Now,
Dad.
the sandals are going directly into the evidence locker. What's the... It's the trash. Pros and compromise. Fine.
Eh?
I reluctantly walk over to the trash in the kitchen. These sandals been through a lot together. I should say a few words. You carried me when no one else could, sandals. You know, that's the old story about the footprints in the sand, and when there was only one pair of footprints, that's when I was wearing you. Oh my god.
Hey.
Come on, Dad, we gotta go. I've never seen the coffee spoon so packed. I spot familiar faces from the pup concert, all sipping on their caffeinated beverages of choice. A couple of people are sitting up on stage. I don't see Matt, but I'm sure he's busy in the back. I bet he's busy. Amanda and Carmencita find each other immediately and do their secret handshake. Some complicated clapping with their hands and a big hug. It's in. I turn to see Hugo sitting at a table. None other than Damien. Look at that dude, man. He's literally a Slytherin. Fancy seeing you two here. I am, as you know, a dedicated patron of the arts. It's a bit of a tradition between Damien and I now. Matt's open mic nights always seem to bring out the best talent in town. Sometimes it gets a bit odd, even for my admittedly eclectic tastes. You guys seen Matt around? Yeah, he was just helping that Pablo kid get some equipment out of his van. Whoa, Vacant Veil is playing a set? What? It's, Witch House. Hugo is very handsome, isn't he? Yeah. Like, I was torn between him and Matt, honestly. Like, Brian's not bad looking, but man, Hugo and Matt, whew. Like, Damien's just too much. Like, holy. What is that? I don't know.
Oh.
Well, it sounds delightful. Amanda says it isn't. Shame. Alright, I'm gonna find Matt and see if he needs any help. I head to the back room of the coffee spoon where I find Matt going over some last minute show details with Pablo. My dude. I do want to say the art for this game has been great all the way through it. Pablo and I share a full-on sincere bro hug.
Hey.
Glad you could make it, Sin. Right? Yeah, like, and I'm not gonna name any names, but I definitely know that one of my mods is probably very much into Damien. Yeah, I can see it. Glad you can make it, Sin. Wouldn't miss it for the world, man. You guys need any help? I think we're all set, actually. Pablo, can you remind me what order people are going up in? Well, you got the handsome and unforgettable Vacant Veil opening up the set with selections from his new album, Witch Diaries, and then the Third Waves, who are all extremely attractive and could beat me up and I'd still be into it, and are playing a 3-person acoustic set. Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all. We got a little bit of spoken word in there, a magic act, and then it looks like we're closing with Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir.
What?
No, absolutely not. I remember the ridiculous set that this band put on when they opened up for Pup. Sometimes when it's quiet, I can still hear the sound of an accordion being violently thrown against the wall over and over. They weren't that bad. No, you don't understand. The last time they played open mic night, they lit their bassist on fire and the fire marshal had to shut us down. They also refused to pay for their drinks. Yikes.
What?
They are not playing tonight. Well, they're outside, all 17 of them.
Yeah.
Tell them we're full. And who's filling their spot? Oh god. Oh god.
What?
No, Matt, you should play.
Oh, man.
No, I can't. I really can't. I'll play. What are you doing?
Hey.
What? What would you even do? Stop talking. Close your mouth. Scommunist Manifesto is making a comeback solo show. I thought you didn't know how to play anymore. You don't know how to play anything anymore. God comes to you in the hour when you need it most, without fail. Stop being so desperate to please your hot friends, Sith. My inner monologue personified in a video game. Is there a keyboard around? Your unending thirst will be your ultimate downfall. Yeah, I have one right here. But it's settled. Dude, are you sure? No, I'm not. I'm sure ska is generally played with staccato notes on the upbeat.
Oh, man.
Well, as long as nothing gets set on fire, it can't possibly be worse than Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. Matt grabs me by the shoulders and stares into my eyes. Thank you, Sin. I owe you big time. I settle back into my seat with Amanda and watch the show start. The house is packed now with few people standing outside to watch. What have I gotten myself into? Amanda, I may have made a mistake. Dad, if you brought a brand new pair of those sandals in hopes that I would be okay with you wearing them, I swear to... I agreed to pull out my ska.
Huh?
No!
Huh?
Absolutely not. I had to help Matt.
Hmm?
Dad, I love you and I support you, but we left ska behind for a reason. Look, it's either this, or we're in the splash zone for a group of 20 musicians all crying at the same time for the sake of art. And I'm not being hyperbolic about the splash zone thing. They literally hand out ponchos. Somehow, this is a preferable option.
Hmm.
I just have to play the thing. Play what thing? You don't even know how to play any instruments. Just promise me you'll still love me after this. I promise.
Hmm?
But I may have to change my last name, and I hope you'll understand. Of course.
Hmm.
My new last name is going to be Fireblast. Amanda?
Hmm?
Amanda Fireblast? Man, that sounds interesting. Or maybe Cold Steel.
Oh, man.
That takes the stage to an uproar of applause from the crowd. He grabs the mic and addresses us all. You know what? I really should have made the last name Hug and Kiss, and then she would have been Amanda Hug and Kiss. I didn't know what her name was going to be, though, before I started, so... Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. Matt's so nervous. And I'm so nervous. Can't stop staring at his mouth, and that makes me even more nervous.
Hey.
We have a jam-packed roster of amazing local talent who you might already know or maybe have seen before, but would like to see again. I'm rambling now, sorry. Oh, Matt.
Hey, dude.
So let me just bring on a dear friend of mine who's making a live show debut. Please welcome to the stage, Vacant Veil. Like, look, he's, I'm just gonna say, like, he's really cute. Like, I don't think he's a dateable option in this game, but man, he's doing it for me, I'm not gonna lie. Crowd cheers again as Pablo bounds up to the stage, beaming. He sets up his 2 laptops and keyboard and launches into that. Thank you, everyone. This one is called Which House Never Dies, and you're next. Pablo hits the crowd with a heavy, inaccessible synth bass layered under drum samples and clips from science fiction shows played in reverse. It's maybe not the right show for this, but everyone seems to be enjoying whatever this is. At the end of the song, Pablo jumps on the mic. Thank you to all the veil wearers who came out tonight. A portion of the crowd cheers. He has a fan base already? He has a name for the fan base? This is his first live show. You can buy t-shirts out of the trunk of my car after the show. Also, I'd like to thank my mom for coming out to watch me play. You're my rock ma. Love you, honey. Pablo plays a few more songs that are actually super fun to listen to. Wow, definitely did not see that coming. Especially after Amanda's strongly worded thoughts about the genre. Once he's gone, he vacates the stage and Matt jumps back up again. Big round of applause for our very own Pablo, who coincidentally works here. Yay, Pablo. And hey, next up are a group of young ladies who've been tearing up the East Coast with Riot Punk for three tiers now. It's just... I think it might supposed to be tours or years.
Oh, man.
Years. I meant years. Okay, 3 years. Sorry, the writing on my hand smudged because I'm sweating. There we go. I shouldn't have told you. You know, that's amazing. I assumed it was a typo, and it... Wow. Well done. I shouldn't have told you all I'm sweating. I'm sorry. Wow, he seems just as visibly nervous as I feel right now.
Hey.
Put your hands together for The Third Waves. Buzzcut Molly from Final Fantasy VII takes the stage, followed by 2 girls with colorful hair and fishnet stockings. All of them are wearing combat boots, and all of them look mad about something. Their set is so energetic that it almost seems like a pit is going to open up in the coffee shop. I look over to Amanda, who's clearly enjoying the hell out of the anarchic, female-fronted punk rock. Dad, can I get a lip ring? Sure, if you pay for it yourself. Come on, it's no fun if it's not an act of youthful rebellion. After the Third Waves close out their set, a variety of acts play to the delight and sometimes horror of the crowd. The magician tries to turn a cup of coffee into a cup of coins, but ends up just spilling hot coffee over himself and dropping coins. As each act leaves the stage, I get more and more nervous. There are so many people here. I don't know anything about how to play the piano other than it has keys and you have to touch the keys to make sounds. Also, I almost spill the flat white stripes in my hand because it's trembling so much. No joke, Dad, I'm rooting for you. You're gonna knock him dead. Thanks, Manda Panda. An improv comedy group takes the stage. They take suggestions from the crowd and end up doing a scene that was supposed to be about coffee, but instead turns into 5 minutes of dick jokes. Classic. I have a hard time laughing. My stomach is tying itself to knots. Not just regular knots either, like the kind of knots you get when you throw your phone charger, headphones, and laptop charger into the same bag. That's a very specific reference, and I know exactly what it means. Out of nowhere, Matt sits down next to me. Hey, are you doing okay? I'm totally fine. Everything is great. Nothing is wrong. I'm here.
Hey.
Alright, just making sure. I know you're gonna do great, Sin. Matt squeezes my shoulder and jogs back up to the stage. Everybody, we're down to the last act of the night.
Hey.
Now this person, who is my friend, is making their return to the stage after a long hiatus. Please welcome, formerly of the Scobbiness Manifesto, Sin Beard. Everyone cheers as I take the stage. Damien and Hugo are staring at me in shock. Hey everybody, good to be here. Thanks for having me on. Great crowd. My name is Sin. You can call me by my stage name. Oh, fuck me. Crowd claps politely. I sit at the piano. That's a lot of keys. There's so many keys. Do pianos usually have this many keys? God, these lights are really bright. Someone coughs. I guess that's some good stage banter. And now I have to play a song. This song is called Beam Me Up, Scotty. Oh, fuck my life. What? Deep breath. How hard can it be? What is even happening right now?
Tickle that ivory.
Pick it up. Ooh, ooh. Sing that. Oh my fucking god. This is awful. It'll be alarming. Yeah, I'm just doing this. I don't know. Smooth. I don't fucking know what's happening. Beam me up to the Ska Trek Enterprise. What the fuck is... This is fucking dumb. Oh my god. Piano solo. Oh shit. What the fuck was that? Well, it's funny that you should mention that, Brid, because it is on sale right now on PlayStation Network. I look up at the crowd. I see a bunch of people shifting in their seats. Oh no, I'm losing them. Ska really is dead, and I killed it. Ray Ska? Ray Ska! Like a checkerboard tie-wearing angel descending from two-tone heaven, Matt walks on stage, playing the guitar. We lock eyes, and he gives me a reassuring smile as he effortlessly plays the chords to the song. I look out and see the crowd go wild to Matt's appearance on stage. Everyone's bouncing around now. It fills me with renewed energy as we jump into the chorus. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up to Scotty to the Ska Trek Enterprise.
Oh.
This is fucking amazing and awful all at the same time. And I am not gonna lie, but I am here for it. Matt jumps into an improvised solo that was way better than the one Darren Springsteen wrote in high school. We make it to the end of the song in one piece, and the crowd goes wild. I'm moist with sweat. Ooh, there's that word. Head to toe. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Sella. Crowd practically screams. They all start chanting Matt's name.
Hey.
They want to hear you play, man.
Hey.
Matt smiles. I think I'm ready. I excuse myself from the stage and take a seat next to Amanda as Matt cozies up to the microphone. Take back what I said about ska. That was pretty cool. That was not cool. Holy shit. I high five Amanda and we look toward the stage. Hey everybody, more cheers. I haven't played in front of people in a long time, but it's cool to be back. This one goes out to a good friend. Matt locks eyes with me, we both smile. Who helped me be able to do this again. Thank you. This is an old one from Stillness to Dancing. The entire crowd excitedly jumps to their feet. Matt closes his eyes and starts playing an upbeat, intricate melody. The crowd sways to the music. Matt looks entirely at peace with a small smile on his face as he sings. After he finishes the song, the crowd insists on an encore. He ends up playing a few more tunes to an adoring audience before thanking everyone for coming out. The moment he steps off stage, he gets mobbed by people. Everyone seems to be amazed that he's playing again. Damien and Hugo thread their way through the crowd to talk to me. That was amazing. It was certainly a sight. Do they make industrial darkwave ska? I'm not too sure if that genre exists, but it's never too late to start a band, apparently. I glance back over at Matt, who's hugging a bunch of people. They really seem excited to see him play. Well, yeah, he hasn't played since he lost Rosa. What? I didn't realize. It suddenly all makes sense why Matt was so reluctant to play. It must have taken so much for him to jump on stage with me now. The crowd softly filters out onto the street. As the show ends, I decide to stick around a little longer to see if I can talk to Matt. Hey, I'm taking Carmencita to get ice cream. Is it okay if she sleeps over? That's the first time we've seen her, and she's really cute. Yeah, go have fun. Just please don't wake up the neighbors with any biting truths about the government or whatever. Don't worry, we'll wake them up figuratively instead. Amanda and Carmencita bump fists and head out. I spot Matt finishing up conversations with a couple stragglers on the way out of the coffee shop. Hey, Matt. Hey, dude. Need help closing up?
Hey.
I'd love that. Matt and I stack up chairs and sweep the floor in silence. We carry the stage equipment back to Matt's van, where we see Pablo selling merch to a crowd of people out of his trunk. Shirts of the finest quality, every step of production from thread to stitch overseen by yours truly. Graphic designs fit for a king. That kid's gonna go far. We head back to the Coffee Spoon, and Matt puts the finishing touches on closing. When we're all done, Matt and I lean up against the counter. Thanks for saving me from myself up there. All in all, it ended up being pretty cute. Plus, you protected us from Jonathan Jones and the Speakeasy Choir. Someone told me that they tried to do street performance down the road, and they all got arrested for trying to form a human pyramid in traffic. Did it feel good to be on stage again? Yeah, it really did. I heard you stopped playing after your wife died. I didn't realize it had been that long. Yeah.
Hey.
Matt looks like he wants to say something, but is having a hard time getting it out.
Hey.
Takes a deep breath.
Hey.
I'm not really a people person, obviously. Crowds make me nervous as all hell, which is not exactly the best for performing live music. When I was with Rosa, she lit up the room. I could follow her lead. After she passed, I was lost. Even touching a guitar hurt too much. I tried playing for people over and over, but the music would never come out, so I just gave up. I guess what I'm trying to say is, life wasn't as scary when I had someone in my corner, someone I felt safe with. I hadn't felt like that for a long time until tonight. What changed?
Hey.
You. Blood rushes to my face.
Hey.
Why is blood rushing to his face? Clearly going elsewhere. When I saw you looking so scared on stage, you reminded me of myself, and I don't want anyone else to have to feel that bad. When I got up there and started playing for the first time in forever, I felt comfortable. I was having fun. All this time being so afraid of performing that I forgot how much I loved. Your strength gave me strength. Whether you were trying or not, you got me out of my comfort zone, so thank you.
Hey.
Thank you for helping realize that I can do this. I'm glad I could help. You coming on stage, I didn't think you would stick your neck out for me like that, especially considering all of this. That really means a lot to me. Well, you mean a lot to me. Matt and I lock eyes. This is me. Soft. Pulls away. Covers his mouth.
What?
Oh god, I'm sorry. Sorry, I can't believe I just did that. Neither can I, but
Hey.
glad you did. Our lips touch again. I brush his hair out of the way and rest my hand on the small of his back. Matt pulls me closer. Everything about him is sweet and soft. His lips taste like vanilla. He smells like coffee cake. That's very specific smells. I can feel him smile through the kiss, which makes me smile. Laughs into my mouth, and I can't help but laugh too. Our teeth knocking. Ow. The moment I open my eyes, I realize we're still in the espresso machine. The coffee shop isn't the right place for this. Maybe you're right.
Oh.
Go back to my place.
Yeah, even Pitchfork would like that.
Rude to ask people about their mysterious hand tattoos. King of Carrot Flowers. Okay. Ooh, I think everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Sin. Be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. Sorry, sweetie, it's the feds. That life of crime is finally catching up to you. I tried to send him in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the U.S. government. Well, if you think they're going to take me alive, they got another thing coming. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where I present lies covered under a tablecloth. Or present lies under... Sorry, I was like, what? It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. Graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Aw, Dad, you... I dramatically whipped the tablecloth off the table. Amanda's jaws drop. No way! You probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. This is all 19 seasons. Fucking why? And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. Gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door.
Hey,
Braziers. I just want a Braziers logo to pop up at the bottom. Like, that's... What? You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you.
Yeah.
Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is, fully customizable down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind with crunchies in the middle.
Yes.
I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? So proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I thought she didn't have friends. Should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Then, my dude. Pablo, how's the shirt business going? My bud, I got men's shirts, I got women's shirts, I got tank tops in a variety of sizes, shapes, and colors. Each one of them fine quality, screen printed with the logo and visage of the world-renowned witch house outfit, Vacant Veil. Purchasable at most respectable retailers, but more specifically, out of the trunk of my car. I'm also selling my mom's world-famous homemade apple butter. Never stop hustling, Pablo. Baby, you got it. Sin! Brian, you made it.
Ah.
Yeah, that's true. I don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think of the party?
Ah.
It's not bad. Just not bad.
Ah.
Yeah, it's not bad. Fucker. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See? See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thank you so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bro. Bro.
Oh.
This is a real rager. Taking our older age into consideration. Trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild.
Hey!
Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye out for your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Me too, dude. Briar and Hazel peek out from behind. Oh my god, there's like a whole litter. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang out soon, yeah?
Hey!
Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. This dude is a Christian youth minister, straight guy, married with 4 children, and I think he is possibly a dating option in the game, but I don't want to go anywhere near that level of fucking crazy. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We've got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. No, I'm not going to his church. Fuck that. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph. That'd be great. Well, see you later. Why, though, man? Like, I don't want to break up a marriage. Like, that's just not... Hugo comes to me with a plate of mac and cheese. Perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Sin. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey. She just doesn't want her old teacher to see her stoned. That's what it really is. Congratulations on graduating. I know you're going to do great things at art school. Haha, yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want. There's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Oh!
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so it'll fit into college just fine. Hey. Like, every time I see this guy, he's just skeezy. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. See you later. What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. That's his son. Why did I not fucking realize that? Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. Sure, Lucian. He knows. I know. But I am a man of my word. The story of his oregano betrayal will go unsung. Thanks for coming by. I spot Amanda and Carmencita in a corner of the party, and I wonder what they're up to. When I walk up, I can tell if they're already deep in conversation. It did say it was his son? Shit, I fucking missed that. God damn it. Listen, it's like prison rules. First day of high school, you gotta establish yourself at the top of the pecking order. Really? No. Just find a group of people that you like and then hang out with them. Be yourself. Don't worry about being cool. You'll find friends. Try not to kiss anyone who also has braces. You get stuck, kiddo. Hey guys. Hey Amanda's dad. Carmencita's here getting ready for high school. Got any advice? Hey, join band. Pick the easiest instrument to carry. I'm still walking a little sideways from my sousaphone days. Flute it is. Alright, I'll leave you guys to it, Carmencita. And me and Amanda still on for dinner with you and your pops tomorrow? Yes, we're already planning a carrot cake for you guys. If you keep making rounds, I leave the two keep conspiring. This party starts to wind down and take a seat next to Matt. The sun is setting and everyone seems their fill. Seems like Amanda really enjoyed this. Thanks for putting together such a nice surprise. Carmencita's middle school graduation is coming up in a year or two. I'm sure for the right fee I could put together something. Only if I get to DJ. Matt looks down at his hands. He does that whenever he's trying to figure out the right words to say. I think I had an idea about where this is going, but I don't know anymore. I like you a lot, Sin. I don't think it's more than just friend. I get that, man. You're cool as hell, and I'm down to keep this as friends.
Hey.
Appreciate that. So I'm still welcome with the coffee spoon? Buddy, you'd be the guest of honor. So I didn't score high enough on the dates, apparently. Is that what I'm gathering? Killer party pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I think I screwed up with the two choices that gave like the little black cloud around him. You're the best, Dad. I love you. Frame picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kind of shocking, all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figure we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman. I'm so excited to see you with the Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right?
Dad.
Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff intentionally. And unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. And I wave bye to the party goers as they leave. We sit together and watch the sun slowly dip down below the horizon. I'm glad you made some friends. Yeah. I know that's maybe not what you were looking for, but these people care about you. Hey, Gaia. Welcome back. You're right. It's gonna be hard at first, but this is the next chapter in our story, and I would be nervous about it, but I know that you're always gonna be looking out for me the same way I'll always be looking out for you. Team Beard? Team Beard. That was really cute. We're gonna take a look at some of the mini games. I'm hoping that the mini games are unlocked. That was the single dad end. Yeah, I did not get Matt. He just wanted to be friends. No boyfriend. I screwed up a couple of answers, and he got like a black cloud around him, so I'm pretty sure that that's what that was from. But I don't know that I will play through this again. Maybe I will, but it's gonna be a little bit down the road before I do it again. I was expecting this to have a lot more voice acting than it did. Yeah, he's really hot too. Oh my god. Penguin minigame, dad battle minigame, radio minigame, piano minigame, whittling minigame. Wow, there's a lot of minigames. He is the hottest one. Oh my god. Really? Wait, hold on. I really thought that you would go for Damien. Like, I saw Damien. I took one look at Damien and I'm like, oh, that's Gaia. He was on the list, though. Of course he was. So I think I paid $5 for this because it was on sale, and definitely worth the $5 wholeheartedly. Cute game, cute story. There's replayability there for sure, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna move on to the next game though. So tomorrow night, that means since we aren't doing Friday Night Fights tomorrow night, I guess that means I'll be starting my Master Mode replay of Breath of the Wild tomorrow night. But I am gonna check and see if the mini games that I played are unlocked now. Let's see. Oh, boo! It doesn't have the dad battle minigame. Okay, well, you know what we're gonna have to do then? Is we're gonna have to quick get through to the dad battle part. Okay? Link. Bring me Chipotle. Yes, you are correct. Alright, we're gonna quick do the, I'm gonna quick get through the part, because that minigame was amazing.
Build that dad.
By the way, okay, hold on. I just want to show you. Goku is an option. Let's see if we can actually make Goku here. Hold on. I have to look up what Goku looks like. Hold on. I know what he looks like, basically, but I want to see if I can get the details right here. No. That's honestly the closest he's got. There really needs to be like a random option. Pick random shit. Okay, we're gonna forward through this now.
Name that dad. Be that dad.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Ah.
Alright, come on. Come on.
Oh.
Alright, we're gonna go to the dog park here because that's where it happens.
Huh?
Heads up. Ow. Okay, he gets hit in the frisbee. He gets hit with a frisbee. And then Ein comes over. Yeah, frisbees are, yeah. So apparently his child is like a genius, right? This is Daisy. She's reading the Brothers Karismakov. Her teacher tells me that she has the reading comprehension skills of a high schooler. How old is she? 10. She's a precocious little youngster. Oh. My natural dad instinct kicks in. I must brag about my child's accomplishments. Here we go. Oh no, it's happening. Go on, Daisy. Tell him about yourself. That's my girl. Amanda, get in there. Okay, okay. You just recently won a local photography award. Wow, congratulations. Brian loses 10 hit points. Brian, Daisy actually just won a statewide poetry contest. You lose 15 hit points. Son's HP. Daughter. You can't switch daughters. Amanda is your only daughter. Last week, unprompted, Amanda helped an old woman with her grocery bags. It's extra powerful. Brian loses 20 hit points. Daisy just started her weekly chess club at her elementary school computer lab. She's the president, too, of course. Amanda, dang, my high school doesn't even have a chess club or a computer lab. You lose 10 hit points. Amanda's in an all honors classes this semester. Brian loses 10 hit points. Oh, really? I'm actually talking to Daisy's teachers about having her skip a grade. Even Amanda kind of bristles at that one. You lose 20 hit points. A few months back, Amanda started volunteering at the homeless shelter in our old neighborhood. Brian loses 10 hit points. You don't say. She should talk to Daisy. She actually helped organize a food bank here at Maple Bay. Yeah, Amanda, I'm sure you could find something for you to do. It's extra powerful. You lose 20 hit points. Amanda still uses a film camera. Wow, most kids her age probably have no idea how. Hell, I'm not even sure I know how. I sure don't. Not that I'm any good with my phone camera either. Haha, agreed. You and Brian share a bonding moment. Amanda and Daisy look annoyed. This being like the first mini game in the game was amazing. Like, Amanda here did a great on the SAT, right, Amanda? I mean, yeah, I did fine. Fine. That's great to hear. Brian loses 10 hit points. Daisy sold enough candy bars this year to get a top prize, a canoe. We're taking it out next weekend. How's it even possible? Amanda could barely get one of those sticky hand things. It's extra powerful, you lose 5 hit points. Dang, he's really got us beat. Boy, it's been such a treat getting to beat you two. Arg, did he have to add insult to injury by being such a gracious winner? What do you have as items, Sin? You have like her report card. Things like that that you apparently keep wadded up in your pocket. It's really hilarious. But yeah. So, let's see. That is Dream Daddy. Let's see. It's really, really cute. So, we are gonna raid Desi. It is his birthday. It is his 35th birthday today. And so he is doing a Nightmare Seed in the Z1M1. That's Zelda 1 and Metroid randomizer. where it's he can't tell what the items are or anything like that. So we're gonna go raid him, and just if you go over there, just be sure to wish him a happy birthday. He is pretty amazing. And as always, I'd like to thank you so much for watching tonight. I'll be back tomorrow with Zelda Breath of the Wild Master Mode. It's a replay for me. I've played through it before. I hope to see you all there. Thanks for watching.